Hello, everyone.
Yay.
Welcome to Ready, Steady, Crit. It's weird having a name. Normally I just say welcome to whatever the fuck this is. But yeah, when we last left off, our beloved party
What a sick name.
had left the city, well, the town of Kresik behind, heading off-road with their new ally, Esmeralda, on a quest to find their last remaining artefact, which they think will help bring down Strahd von Zarovich. They are just to the west of Lake Baratok at a cave mouth entrance that is carved into the side of a rocky mountain spur. It's a wide, torchlit cave that looks like the gaping maw of a great wolf. And the open jaws of the wolf's head form a 15-foot-high canopy of rock over the cave mouth, held up by unnatural pillars of rock. The ceiling rises to a height of 20 foot as it goes deeper and deeper into the cave, and it's all lit by these iron brackets with torches placed in them. From somewhere deep inside, you can still hear that echoing sound of a flute. Some of the notes are discordant, painfully so. And even from where you are now, as you're well snuck up at these rocks, you can see two human figures standing on a ledge where the cave splits to the left and the right. You see these two feral-looking women wearing shredded clothing and clutching spears. And as you were all preparing to sneak into the cave, you heard the beating of wings. And the bony, green, glowing form of a dragon skeleton. Blue, just to your south, heading west towards Kresik, where you last were. You've not yet entered combat. You do know, assessing the situation, it's going to be very difficult to navigate this very well-lit chamber without getting spotted by the two sentries. You have Esmeralda and Ismark with you after Irina was sucked in to a pool of water. And that was the last you saw of her earlier this day. If you need a rough time of day, it's just going late afternoon in the early evening, probably around 5 p.m.-ish, just after, so.
Okay,
Sorry. Just resetting my camera.
That's fine.
guys, should we turn back? I mean, we can't let the town burn.
I
No,
don't
we're not going to get there in time. He has flown over, and we walked through very difficult terrain to get here. If we do not get from this cave what we've come to fetch,
How long was the journey to here?
It was about 30 minutes.
But it wasn't from Kresik itself, it was from...
That was from the Abbey.
No, never mind.
About 30 minutes from the Abbey, yeah.
But anyhow, if we go there, we can't save anyone anyhow. I'd say stick with the mission at hand, see how it goes.
But if we go back to the town, we can possibly slay the dragon, get the stone, and the bones.
And how do you propose that we slay the dragon exactly, given that it had probably 30 minutes head start on us in completely laying waste to that town?
Eldritch Blade.
That is not a plan.
I mean, I can echo someone's voice a little bit louder to call the dragon towards us. Maybe. Something, because I'm assuming it's looking for us because we lost Irina.
Perhaps. Or perhaps it's just going to lay waste to everywhere that we've been, almost as a punishment. If you recall what Strahd said as he left Valaki, that it would be our fault, my fault, that the consequences that befell the town, whatever they may be, he is toying with us, he's playing with us. Now that he's lost Irina, that may have just stepped up.
He did seem rather agitated enough to send a fucking dragon our way.
But imagine if we kill the dragon. Imagine how pissed off he'll be.
Yes. Imagine we kill the massive dragon.
Kill us. It's tough enough to come down and kill us because we are not that much stronger than we were last time when we tried to ambush him, failed terribly, and Seeker almost got bitten at that point.
That wasn't
Got him.
very fun.
No, and we found out information, but we haven't found things. And things, one of those things, is potentially in that cave, being looked after by in the Shrine of Mother Night. And I say we need that before we confront Strahd or his dragon.
I'm just thinking, the thing inside is not gonna move where this thing is, and I just don't like the sound of leaving people to die.
They are already dead.
But I think they are already dead. There is nothing that we can do to change their fate right now.
I'm gonna look at Max and see what he thinks. Sorry, Max. I know you're eating.
Bruh.
Max hiding behind a rock, he produces this like flask of like tea and he like gulps it down.
God damn it! I haven't even had my breakfast this morning. I already have to make big decisions.
Max, it's quite late in the afternoon. Have you only just
It is-
woken up or something?
It is
Yeah.
not even Sunday morning.
I'm a normal halfling. I'm sleeping like a lion. I'm sleeping like
It's
18
almost
hours
like-
a day.
It's almost like you're those copyrighted hobbits, and this is third breakfast.
We sleep 18 hours a day and we fight 6 hours.
No, that was
That's
when you were a
okay.
cat.
That is
Oh fuck. Okay.
again.
I think we need to go inside a cave. Whatever came to get is inside there, so we have to go in there. And then he grabs his glaive.
Agreed. That's pretty good fun. I don't know about our other companions.
Ismark will kind of like look back towards where the direction the thing has flown, and he hasn't really said anything since he saw it fly over, and he goes like, "Oh, it doesn't bode well. I don't know. What about what the boy told us? He said they were keeping children here. Maybe we can at least save them if we can't save Kresik." And Esmeralda will almost. Esmeralda will kind of like look back and be like, "Well, there goes a perfectly good hiding spot.
Did you say there's children in here?
Max. Callan,
Yes,
could
Max,
you hold
we've known
Max?
We've known that for some time, Max, since we took the werewolf boy hostage.
Oh, sorry, my mind is a bit fuzzy in the morning.
It is literally.
It's 5 p.m. at this point, by the way.
It's 5 p.m. here, so yeah.
Well, Lux does not agree with everyone, but he will go with the party. He would not run off the dragon by himself.
Esmeralda will probably put a hand on your shoulder, Lux, and be like, "Listen, sometimes whenever you are in a place like this, you are faced with hard choices. And it may not always feel like the right one in the moment, but sometimes just being able to live and fight another day is the best choice we have. We're here now. We can go back and try to pick up pieces, but we can do that in an hour from now or however long it takes us to clear this cave. But one way or another, I don't think we're going to come back to a city still standing there."
How do we wish to approach? Should I use my mimicry to distract the... He looks to the haggard people in the cave.
So to give you guys a reminder, Esmeralda had just cast Protection from Good and Evil on herself. Lux had cast Bless at level 2, I think, on Esmeralda himself, Max, and Seeker. Callan has cast Guidance on himself to get ready for initiative whenever that you guys enter that. And I believe the plan was you were going to make some sort of noise from Seeker to try to coax the guards out and hope they wouldn't raise the alarm.
I'll just say.
Is there any preferred sound I should make?
How about a wolf? When you heard the
I
wolves
could-
cry out and howl in pain, try that.
I can do that. I can also do Strahd.
Let's not do that. No, let's stick with pained wolf because the werewolves may not come out for
Aw.
Strahd. They may come out for a pinned werewolf.
Oh,
Especially
very
if they
well.
know that at least one of their allies had not made it back from the ambush.
Alright, he's gonna ready himself to make a howling wolf screech for the benefit of myself, you, and our viewers. I'm not gonna do it.
as he does that, I'll cast like minor illusion to have like a werewolf in the distance.
Sure, beautiful.
And he's gonna make the howling sound. He's gonna like make it in distress, pain, recalling from the battle itself.
Is blast concentration?
Oh, is this concentration for?
I think minor illusion might be as well. Might be
Minor
wrong.
illusion
No,
is
it's not.
right.
Yes, you can cast both. It's fine.
Let's concentration.
Blast is concentration, yeah,
Oh,
but minor illusion isn't.
Minor illusion.
Oh, minor illusion. Okay.
So yeah, just before the fight begins, Esmeralda will be like, "We need to take up positions," and she will look at Ismark as he draws his swords and be like, "That's not going to do," and she's going to take his short sword off him, swap it out for her silvered one, and put his in her scabbard to keep it looked after. And they're going to split up and go to opposite sides of the like cave entrance itself.
This doesn't feel right. But let's just get this over with now. I want to go back.
Callan has just entered
Just
the
do what he needs to do.
the world beyond on my screen.
Oh, I've just gone to behind the cave, just here.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, on my screen it just like opened up all my Fog of War, my GM screens went like woo, and I was like, that wasn't supposed to happen. As long as you can't see it, it's fine.
Yeah, but what if we can?
No, you
have to
can't because
say,
I've got a
Robert-
player tab up as well.
That new registered crit logo looks sick, man. Looks
Yeah,
really
it
good.
does. I think we
Looks
should
really
make I think registered crit merchandise could be a thing.
Yeah, we can do merch.
Fuck it out, this guy business. All for business.
Business is booming.
For all 9 of our all 9 of our viewers.
Hey, if all 9 of them buy something, I can buy like at least like a Subway sandwich.
Yeah, man, you can get you can
Yeah.
just buy a couple of coffees to keep you going through these sessions.
Forget-
Yeah, exactly.
Self-perpetuating.
Hey, we split that 6 ways, yeah?
Yeah.
The
Sure.
whole-
Anybody said he crit merch, I'll split. Done.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think in that case we're just gonna be getting like a few
Right.
pennies. It's still fun.
Yeah, I guess I'll be. So sorry. I'll,
Beautiful.
I don't believe.
All right, so Seeker, you mimic as best you can the sound of a wolf in pain, which you're able to do perfectly because of your Kenku form. Lux, you cast this minor illusion, like 60 foot away, is it?
30 feet. I can't go 30 feet away.
30 foot away. Okay, so like it has to be a sound or an image. It doesn't say how 5 foot, no bigger than a 5 foot cube. So yeah, you can at least make like a very small werewolf, or maybe like a werewolf who's like hunched over in pain, like to like fit in that to accompany the
Yeah, I'll
sound.
make like a werewolf that almost like hunched over. Almost looks like he's really injured.
Sure.
Like really, like kind of like.
Seeker, I would like you just to make me a performance check, just to try throwing your voice so it looks like it's coming from like that direction as opposed to like right at the mouth of the cave.
Can I quickly check something? I think, not sure if you can use this dragon feature on performance, if it's general charisma checks or purely intimidation or persuasion. I'm just gonna, because monks get a fun feature as a dragon monk. Martial arts, dragonic disciple. You can use a reaction to reroll a fail. Oh, yeah, intimidation or persuasion. Never mind. He's gonna do a performance check. Wait, does bless apply? It doesn't, right?
Nope. It's attacks instead.
Hey.
Beautiful. Yeah, so this like form of like this werewolf like coalesces like 30 foot kind of in front of the cave maw itself. Probably around sort of like just the edge of the map there almost. Accompanied with this like pained whimper. You see the two women, like one of them like looks over and like kind of squints into the darkness a little bit as the torchlight kind of emanates out into the now getting darker and darker evening. One turns to the other one that they have a brief discussion, and they are going to, let's see here, where's my little cheeky dice roller? Lux, what's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 15.
15?
Uh-huh.
Well, with the 13, plus nothing, I think they're going to fall for it. They will move together. One of them kind of takes a smaller sort of like step back, like not moving as quickly, but the other one rushes at some speed, and she calls out in common, and she's like, where is Kirill? Are you okay? And she begins moving forward, trying to get a better look at this particular rebel so she can recognize them. And you hear sniffing the air. So they are going to move. They have to move all the way down around the stairs, so it takes them a little bit of time to get around. But this one will be moving ahead. Rosanna kind of ends up holding back. She probably gets you around here whenever she's about to sort of like risk your ambush basically being lost, because if she goes any further, she is at risk of catching Callan. So as that happens, we're going to be rolling initiative.
Are they going to be surprised? Out of pure.
Yes, it is a surprise round.
Hey, shame we don't have any assassin.
Bring it, bitch! Bring it!
Look at that 9 with guidance.
The werewolves rolled a 16 on initiative.
Hey.
Jesus. How it pains me to have such low initiative.
If someone could type up the initiative order for me, that'd be great.
To be fair, it's good that I'm low initiative because I'm here though.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we will see where we stand, people. So, Seeker.
Alright.
Thanks for the resub, Cass. Seeker, you are the first to act.
Yep, alright. So he's gonna run up like this and start punching. That's what he does best. He's gonna make 4 attacks using his flare blows.
Beautiful.
He's
You
gonna be
will
doing flurry.
you will have advantage on the first attack because you're coming out of stealth, but then after that your stealth is broken.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna make 1 attack with advantage and then make 3 normal attacks.
Yep.
Not sure where I used the first key point. Somewhere.
Get against the shadows, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have had a little fight already today, and I don't think you took a short rest after it because it was quite a minor
we
one.
didn't.
Imagine if you guys took a short rest in Kresik after Irina was in the pool. Oof, that could have been messy.
God.
Yeah, but we
He's gonna be using fire damage as his
Cool. Yeah.
damage
The
check.
17 will hit. She's only in her human form as well.
Mm-hmm. Not unarmored strike. Unarmored strike. God damn it.
why is that 1s for damage? Jesus.
And I need her to make me. Yeah, have her make me a con save
Sure.
for monk stunning.
Let's see here. Con
He's
save.
like runs up from the ship, starts like waving his feathery arms, scratching with his talons at her.
Beautiful.
I'll do my plate to the kitchen bar back.
Alrighty.
It's like when an angry goose runs out at you and starts pecking at you. That's basically Seeker.
Just gonna quickly hop in and hop out. There we go. I think it's fixed the cams now. My OBS decided it wanted to just freeze up on us, which is, not ideal. Beautiful. Alright, Seeker doing work. So let's see how that's her fare at the end.
Fail.
So she rolled a, on her con save, it's 16 plus 2, so 18 total. On the first one.
Yep. Did she... Oh, wait. She rolled an 18 on the con save?
18 on the first con save, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he used only 1, so yeah. That's
Alrighty.
definitely all for him.
So that's going to be a total of, because the second one does unfortunately miss, but that's still a decent chunk of damage. Marvelous. Yeah, and as she's hit, she kind of like turns like, she like goes to call out, but she doesn't have time. The werewolves are next to act, I believe. So they will. They're effectively no longer surprised. They can now take reactions and things. But those of you who are still stealthed, which is currently the lot of you, you will also get advantage on your first attack against them. At this time. Marvelous. Alrighty, and after the werewolves, it is Max.
Ah, look at that! I'm back at the same time. Okay, so I am going to do what Max does.
Do your thing.
Max will.
Ouch.
As soon as he does that, I'm like, shh.
Wait, hold. Wait. Secret bliss. So maybe that.
Go, sorry, go on.
It's just a secret bliss on the
Roll that
flank,
D4.
So that attack may have hit. Just remembered.
A
You're
1?
in bot.
Oh, well, she's in humanoid form, so it does hit.
Oh,
10 damage. With that, she's bloodied.
Bless her.
Remember your bots.
It's just a bot that automates it for us so much.
Don't get lazy now.
Max hungry. Max smash.
Quick question: did you roll initiative for Esmeralda and Ismark?
I have not, I'll do it now for them. They both, actually. Ismark has a whopping +1, but Esmeralda has a whopping +4, so I'll actually roll them individually. Ismark gets a whopping 6, and Esmeralda gets a 17, so that will put her just above the werewolves.
Wonderful.
I think.
And Ismark is at 6 with a +1.
Yeah, so he'll go after Lux.
Cool.
Alrighty, Max, go to town, and I'll just do Esmeralda's turn after yours.
Cool. All right, cool. Max.
Can I just clarify, sorry, who's blessed? Because I'll put it in the list.
I believe... I'll just double check my notes. It is Esmeralda, Lux, Max, and Seeker are all blessed.
Is this girl a? Does she look humanoid? Sorry, I didn't catch that. This girl.
Yes, she's a humanoid woman. She has shredded clothing, and she's like holding a spear.
She's gonna be a fucking werewolf, isn't it?
Well, you are the werewolf, kid.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, so okay, so that and then Max gonna move. So that is 10. I guess that's 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then 25, I guess. 25.
Yeah. You can move right on top of her if you want. I mean, you could also just attack from that previous space with your glaive. She's within a 10-foot reach of you.
Okay.
From there.
Oh, so you just moved another 10. There you go.
Yeah. So you can
Okay.
stand there. That'll work.
Technically, I could go like a half here. Could go like another half here, but because I still got over 5. But I'm gonna stay here.
Sure thing.
And I will. Oh no, because I'm attacking with my my magical thing. I'm not attacking with my glaive.
So then you will need to get closer.
So I
So you can move to there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that's my 25 movement.
Cool.
And I will attack her with my
Go for it.
magical stuff.
The Wabbajack.
That's 1 plus a d6. So that's the damage. So that's 9 damage.
9 damage on the first strike. Yeah, that hits.
Yep. And then I will attack with a second.
Don't
Don't
forget
forget
to
your
put blessed.
Yeah.
Oh,
But if he
well,
misses
okay.
one, he can always roll it on top. It's fine. I think he's going to hit
Nice.
anyway. Yeah. Round number 8. Beautiful.
Yeah.
You're not invoking the power of the Gulfire staff? No? Okay.
Nope. I don't need to. And that's it, I think, because that's nothing else to do. And I end my turn.
Beautiful. I will quickly sub in Esmeralda's turn here. Esmeralda will wheel around the stone that she's hiding behind. 5, 10, 15, 20. She'll saddle up next to Max as the werewolf. She will, with her rapier +1 and hand axe +1 drawn, she is going to make 3 attacks. 2 for rapier and 1 for hand axe. She has advantage on her first attack. She'll hit. She'll miss for second attack. And she'll hit with the second, or the third. So with a whopping 6 and 9, she'll saddle up next to Max, and she'll plunge her rapier into this like woman's neck, draw it out and try to slash again. But as she sort of like the wolf like forms up in like a defensive stance, before she can even get her to guard up, she just brings this hand axe down and just cracks her skull open, and she dies. You see the other wolf kind of watch on in horror. But yeah, that one is dead. And then she will, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. She will then move 25, 30 towards the next one. And that will end her turn. And then after Max, we have Callan.
So Callan's going to move 5, 10 to there. And he's going to... he's going to viciously mock, because he's a bard, and why not?
Sure thing.
The werewolf standing there.
I think the 19 will succeed.
It will indeed.
Went to
Already a
college.
still composed, ill-dressed worm.
I'm wearing rags, of course I'm ill-dressed.
That's a Monty Python level thing.
And,
Alright, anything else?
Yes, littlest damages. He will stand there, next to Max. And for a bonus action, he's going to get his sun sword and draw the...
Yeah, the sun sword emits the warm glow of sunlight that you all have sort of grown familiar with once more.
Go holy lightsaber.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of the turn.
Beautiful. After Callan, we have Lux. Because one of these werewolves is already dead, and there's another, well, I say werewolves, they're human women, but, you know. You can draw the correct conclusions, I think.
Yeah. I'll first shot is advantage, isn't it? Because
First shot at advantage, and then the rest is at this. The rest is normal, sorry.
First one.
Go for it.
Sorry.
Eldritch Blast! Eldritch Blast!
The first one do? Okay.
That'll do. 18 will hit for 12. That's the first injury
Second
this one
one.
has received.
No.
Then that one will miss, though, unfortunately.
And I think I'll just stay here.
Sure.
I'm concentration and blessed, so I wouldn't want to get close.
You're in pretty good cover, yeah, you want to stay back? Grand.
Yeah.
Alright, and then after that, I believe it's Ismark. Ismark will be like, he'll come right around the corner, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, he might not be able to. He's gonna run this. No, he can just about reach. So Ismark will stampede towards her, and he will draw his new shiny silvered short sword that has been given to him, and he's going to attack twice with the short sword. And he's not going to bother attacking with his long sword.
Ismark the Chad.
Show me a natural 20.
Unfortunately, because he's taking such a direct and obvious run, he does give away his position immediately, so he does not get advantage on the first attack.
Ismark.
And the first attack will miss, but the second attack he does somehow manage to catch on the backswing for 6 damage with the silvered longsword, or short sword.
I've got no idea how the fuck Ismark's still alive. Why?
Ever since the fucking hags. How?
I know, right? I know he's so shit at hitting things, but somehow he's so lucky getting missed on.
It's
He's
because the
so
most
very
deadly
good.
encounters are the ones that we've actively got ourselves into.
Yeah, and you're like, we're gonna leave all the NPCs at a tavern somewhere safe, and we're gonna go fight all this stuff on our own. I know the module says they should be with us, but we want to do it on our own so they stay alive. Like, imagine in Perez, if you bought Ismark and I ran into Perez, like, boom, boom, gone. Like, that was it, you know? Beautiful. Ismark somehow lands a hit, and that's going to take us back up to the top of the round.
Oh my god, he hit something! Oh my
Seeker.
God.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's gonna be a good day today.
Seeker, even with your current like view, you can see that to the where the tunnel forks to the left, just beyond that, you can see there's this like 5-foot high stone ledge that overlooks this like larger kind of widening part of the cave, and you can just catch the smell of like smoke, like campfire smoke coming from like that direction, you think. And you can see a couple of wolves all like on the ground, like gnawing on bones and things. They don't appear to have noticed just yet what's going on because it's been so sudden. But just like to be aware of, you're aware there's more foes beyond.
Alright. He's gonna turn to the party with like the bird look like, I think there are more inside, question mark. And then he's gonna run up and punch the fuck out of the last one that he can see here.
Sure, yeah, you rush forward. Go for it.
Wait, no, could he reach the wait, what's the range? Can he reach the one that he can see over there?
Yeah, 25 foot of movement, you can get there, no problem.
Even max in small.
Oh yeah, at 45 he wouldn't reach. Yep, he's gonna run over to him and yep, he's gonna heal. Is it bloodied or only injured?
Only injured at this time.
Right, he's gonna make two attacks and see how that goes.
Beautiful.
Don't forget to put bliss.
He's gonna use fire damage.
Beautiful. They will both hit for 17 damage.
1 minimum damage?
And then still injured.
Is now bloodied after those strikes.
Right, he's gonna start spinning around in a place, randomly lashing out and do a flurry of blows.
Go for it. Both will hit for 18 damage.
That's gonna be
Yeah, this werewolf woman is now looking critical before you.
Fuck her up.
That's gonna
Fuck
be.
her up.
All right.
He can't do nothing more. His burp powers give him only so much. That's gonna be his turn.
Let's move Seeker to the correct place. Esmeralda's going to saddle up next to Seeker, and she is going to draw using her rapier and hand axes once more. Rinse, repeat.
Correct.
It's Esmeralda.
Is Esmeralda. She'll saddle up, and the first strike will be enough. She lunges and just brings this woman down, and just dispatches her quickly. And that one also collapses to the floor, dead.
Did you say Oh no, Castle, don't worry about it. Oh sorry. You said his mark Linda hits on the creature on the woman, right? Before.
What was the question? Sorry.
It said Ismac. He landed a hit on the woman before, didn't he? He
Yes.
stabbed the woman.
Yes.
All right. Would I be able to see if the hit was like normal, like if it damaged normally, or if it was like half damage, or?
Yes, but he is
got
using a
Esmeralda.
silvered short sword that Esmeralda
yeah,
gave
yeah.
him. Because she asked, do you all have magical weapons? And you were all like, yes. And then you got to the place, and Ismark didn't have one, and she noticed because he drew his weapons. So she gave him one of her spares.
Got it.
Alright, so you are technically, I'm going to say you're still in initiative in this moment, because the wolves in the other cave are about to make a perception check to see if they've heard the goings-on.
Okay.
You give them advantage, just roll for the whole group. And if you want, guys, you can make me a general group stealth check just to see how quiet this combat has been, bouncing off your original stealth average of 16.
Oh no.
Oh shit, sorry. I rolled 20, but I rolled the wrong chat. Sorry.
That's fine. How much did you roll? 20?
20, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it would definitely not be in it.
20 plus 26 plus 7 plus 12 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Seeker needs
5.
to roll.
Seeker, just need your roll, please.
Sorry, got distracted a bit.
Yeah, you got fucking. You swarmed. Been swarmed
Yeah,
by people you know.
I got a bit swarmed. Yep. Long story.
Thanks so much for the follow.
Green boost. 14. He's not a
14.
very stealthy bird.
That will still average out at 14, thanks to some high rolls.
Fucking max stealth like a fucking, I don't know.
So like as the foes kind of like fell to the ground, like barely able, they couldn't even get out a cry for help, as you guys just dispatched them with great quick efficiency and ease. And Esmeralda's just lowering this last one to the ground quietly, sets him down, and then she's gonna immediately go stacked up to the wall, and she's gonna point down to the left. She's gonna peek, and she's gonna hold 3 fingers up, and then she's gonna go. You're technically out of combat at this time. There's no immediate threat to you, so. But you are having to be quiet. Like, you are in the belly of the beast now.
Does that mean, if I'm out of combat, does that mean my giant might's gonna go off or no?
I'll keep a track of it, because it lasts like a minute, doesn't it?
It lasts for a minute, yeah.
If we rush in quickly enough.
Yeah, you could. That is very valid. You could just say, we're just going to keep pushing on and just push on through. And you can still hear the flute discordant playing, and you think that might have covered up the sounds of combat. You can still hear that, like...
Nice. We actually have a flute. Hold up.
Oh god.
It's very bad.
How high is this hole here? This wall in here?
So after the initial mouth of the cave, it kind of like the whole thing rises up to about 20 foot high. That actual ledge that they were standing on before, it's only 5 foot high. That ledge. So probably not enough to hide a fully grown max. Oh, I've lost it. Lost them. There we go.
Fully grown max.
I mean, a giant halfling, he'll be like, what, double his size? So it'll be like, max is 3.5 feet tall.
He's gonna be a normal human.
Well, but you're no, you're not though, because you're giant smite. You become a large creature, so you are like 15 foot tall.
Yeah, doesn't matter, does it? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
You're fucking massive. You're like 12 foot, maybe.
Okay, guys, I'm going. Be stealthy.
Beware the 12-foot halfling. Oh fuck.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go behind this Mirana.
Sure thing.
Max is I know Max is being really. I think I played Max wrong for the past few sessions because Max is a soldier. He's trained. I'll be playing like a fucking barbarian instead of a soldier.
I mean, you were playing what you know best from real life.
Maybe seeing Esmeralda actually taking actual combat maneuvers seriously reminded Max of his training.
Yeah, shit. Fuck.
You see Secret trying to imitate whatever she was doing, like the three fingers, and like it just fails miserably. 3 talons, 2 talons, confused squawk.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go to Mirana. I was like, oh, so you see 3 of them up on the left.
3 wolves. They appear to be eating some food, maybe. There's also a noise of something playing an instrument, probably another one of the werewolves.
Do they look distracted? Are they facing this way, or are they facing the other way?
Hang on, I'm going to look. She'll peek around.
Point.
Please roll though.
I'm gonna go here because they can't occupy his space now because I'm a large creature.
Yeah. She'll peek around the corner as you kind of peek around with her, and she'll look and be like, They are looking away. So we might be all right to go to the right.
Okay.
If you want to avoid them completely.
I'll look at them. I'll look at the enemies, and I kind of nod to the guys to the right.
Yeah, we'll follow. We'll probably use Max as cover.
Cool.
At this point.
Sounds wise enough.
I mean, if you guys, if you take time, you can double back to the mouth of the cave, and I can go up on the right-hand side, and it'll basically mean there's only going to be like a small couple of foot window where they'll be able to clock you as like, passing by.
Okay.
So it's going to massively, obviously their line of sight is going to be like, from here, like they're only going to really have like this kind of window of avenue of view here. So if you guys moved all the way back to here, you could literally just creep across. So obviously jumping across that, you're going to be crossing there like any line of sight. If one of them looks over their shoulder, of course. But like the further to the right you guys are, the more limited their view is going to be, because it's going to stop right there at that little entrance. So you can literally just pop in the corner and then pop around again, like out of it immediately. But it is going to take more time. So you got to go all the way back, round, rake line of sight, and then slip through.
I mean, I'd say it's worth it. If we don't wish to confront, then let's just walk around.
If you're not worried about losing things like the Giant's Might, it's probably fine. But like if you want to do this with speed, then it might be an issue.
I would maybe suggest running up, taking them out, and move off. They don't look very threatening, to me at least.
Oh no.
I think it's more what we can't see and what they could bring. They could perhaps alert others to the fact that we're here.
I could use my size to advantage and block a tunnel so they can't go past me. And then I block the way for them to come in, and then you guys just attack them from far.
Seeker looks to you. He's like, attack from far, and gives you a thumbs up.
Attack from behind me. But I'll need some support. And then look at Callum. Wink, wink. Shoot a
Nudge,
face.
nudge. Yo, healer. Give me that heal.
I'm gonna say for argument's sake, since the first like casting of spells and everyone, things like blast and everything like that, it's been about 30 seconds. So just planning it.
It's 5 rounds left. So I have to make a decision quickly. I can block the way so I can funnel them in.
Sure, let's go with that.
This is what I do pretty much. Let them come.
My blessing's not going
This sounds like a very bad idea, but let's fucking. Why not?
Let's go. Let's
Cool.
go. Just remember the song that I sang when we came through the mist, the Ballad of Leroy Jenkins. Let's go.
Yeah, the Ballad of Leroy Jenkins. Wait, Kermit, you know, do us a Leroy.
Oh, what?
A Leroy Jenkins? No,
Leroy Jenkins. Oh,
might be
come on.
might be a bit young for him. He's an old man. Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy!
And with that, we roll initiative.
Alright, so let's go then.
I'm gonna maintain the initiative count from before because it won't make much of a difference. Because you guys have you could have arguably kept yourselves in combat that whole time if you wanted to. And it just makes things a little bit easier for me. Again, these enemies will be surprised once more, so it'll be going into just another surprise, basically for the first round. Max, where are you moving to?
I think I'm move to here.
Sure thing. So Max moves 5, 10, 15...
Actually,
you're-
I'll move here. Sorry, move here. 20 feet here.
Yeah, 20 foot there? Cool. So Max begins running up, and I assume you throw away any regard to stealth at that
Oh,
point?
sorry, no, here. Sorry, move here? Yeah, here's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, here's fine.
Giving
So
up
we can
all pretense of
Move
stuff.
here.
Run and.
Yeah, that's pretty much as far as you probably could get. You could maybe push it to there.
Yeah, that's
But-
it, yeah. 25 there. That's my full movement,
Yeah.
25.
So from where you last were. So yeah, Max just rushes forward, and Max, as you get further and further down this corridor, you see the other wolves that Esmeralda had seen, but the way the cave kind of turns, you can't see who's playing this flute or what else is around that corner. But as you kind of start running through like that, your foot heavy on the stone, they kind of snap their attention around to you, and yeah, you see that they have begun to notice something is wrong. After Max, it is going to be top of the round, Seeker, just kicking us off effectively because this is when combat has been reinitialized, basically.
Alright. What's his movement speed of pure interest? He has 45 feet. How far can that get him?
45 foot of movement? I mean, it depends. You could saddle up with that, right next to Max. You could even overtake Max if you wanted. Or you could try going up, the long way around. You could try going up to the right there and, maybe seeing about the stairway. And that little, tunnel to the right.
That's a good question. He looked at the party. Should I go help Max, or do you wish me to explore forth? Up to you.
Stick together.
Gotcha. And Step of the Wind, bonus action can also serve as a dash or disengage, correct?
Yeah, dash or disengage.
What's your movement speed?
45
Again, at 45 feet.
So be
Well,
90
it,
with
it
the-
could, I don't know, just a suggestion. Am I allowed to give suggestions out of turn?
I mean, you can call back to him if, you've
Yeah.
seen something that might help.
Why don't you, we could, try to climb to the top here, and I try to hide, maybe?
Yeah, you guys are currently, where you are right now, you guys are effectively stealth, but if you do what Max did, which is exactly what Ismark did last time, which is rush forward, you're going to break your stealth and lose your advantage in your first strike. Because they're going to hear and see you coming, very clearly.
That's all.
This is only 5 feet tall.
Yeah, you could climb that.
Climb that, and then I kind of crouch down, and then
Sure, that sounds like an idea. He would, if possible, he'd like to go to somewhere like here. Sorry. Yeah. If possible, move somewhere like here. Yeah. Sorry.
So, scramble up to, the little corner there. Yeah, I'd say probably take all your movement, but you could scramble up. Just do me a general athletics check to see like how, unless you have an ability where you can like run on walls, which I know monks do get eventually, but
Monks, yeah, monks can. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna double check. I'm not sure if he has it.
I think it might be next level that you get.
it might be next time you get it. Yeah.
I think it's level 9, but just for yeah, an armor movement improvement at level 9. Yep.
Yep.
Just
So just do me an athletics check just for your scrambling up the wall, because there's no like handholds or anything here. It's not intended to be climbed. 17 was more than enough. You scramble up with ease, and you get yourself up onto the sort of corner.
Could you move me so I don't reveal anything I shouldn't?
Yeah, there you go. I'm pop you right there. And a Seeker from there, you can actually see there's a lot more activity around that corner than Esmeralda had spotted. You see another humanoid man. This time he is kind of like... He looks old, like you would say, like just a quick thing. He's got like, you know, graying hair. And he's kind of sat at a smoldering campfire and he's like playing on this little flute he has. And he's currently facing away from you guys, but like the snarls of the wolves are beginning to reveal what is actually happening.
Oh god.
He would look to the max and he'd start like trying to imitate again what Esmeralda's doing, like 1, 2, 3, and then just fucking start waving his feathers around a bit. Panicked.
Sure, you still got your action. And you still got a bonus action.
And then he'll try and hide.
Sure thing.
Wait,
You'd have to make yourself prone to try to hide up here because there's no cover. But you could try to use like the natural incline of the ledge. So you go prone, and then you can make me a stealth check.
Nice. That's gonna be a...
Sure thing. And I'll mark you as prone with... I'll do that one. So we know that you're prone.
That's gonna be his turn.
Lovely. I mean, like, going prone is, like, free. You just can drop prone. So you still have an action if you want to ready an attack or anything like that, or...
Oh, wait, alright. He's gonna ready... Wait, can he attack... What's the map? Sorry. Can he ready action dash?
Yeah.
Is that of pure interest?
Yeah, so you'd have to use half your movement to stand up.
Yeah, stand up.
So then you'd only have, like, 20 foot of movement left to play with, basically.
Sure, yeah, he would ready action... he'd ready action attack if somebody tries to go up the stairs.
Sure.
To like jump over the party.
Sure, that'll be it would be, because you're stealthed, if they don't notice you, it would be an advantage, but because you're prone, it'd be a disadvantage, so it'd be a flat roll.
Flat roll. Yep, I know.
But at least they won't know you're there until they're there, effectively. Marvelous.
That's when we start.
Alright, after Seeker, we have Esmeralda. And she is going to do something very similar to Seeker. She's going to move over to the ledge and try to scramble up herself. She doesn't have anything to help her climb up, I don't think, so she will just go for it.
One way.
Another. Gonna get you.
.12 is just enough. Not as graceful by any means as the Seeker, but she's able to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to there. And 30 to sort of move behind Seeker. And she kind of watches him like go prone and like looks beyond. And then she'll turn around to Callan, Ismark, and Lux. And she will call back and be like, pack of wolves, one humanoid, it could be multiple werewolves. Get ready. And she will take her... Don't think she has any ranged options right now. No, she doesn't, not with her. So she's just going to take her rapier and hand axe. And she is going to... What are you going to do, Esmeralda?
Oh, I just forgot. I've got a new rune.
Yeah, she can't reach
So I
anything.
take half damage if activated.
She will ready just an attack if something comes on the ledge of her and Seeker. And then she'll maybe just try to like attract her attention and hope to like have Seeker surprise them even more so.
I have a question, Harnaa.
Yes.
Just, I don't know if okay. Would my rune stack with a barbarian's rage?
It would depend on the runes and in what features of the rage.
The one that gives you like half damage.
Well, it would depend because a rage only gives you resistance. It doesn't say you half the damage. So if the rune said you half the damage on top of that, or if it just gives you resistance, then it would just give you resistance. You couldn't. It doesn't give you immunity.
Oh, okay. So because the rune gives a resistance to all damage.
Yeah. So it would just give you. It would just mean. It would just mean that you would have effectively a totem barbarian like level
Oh,
rage
okay, cool.
resistance.
Sure.
Because if it said like if it's like it will you half all damage and you half all damage, then like yeah, but like if it's like you gain resistance to this damage type and you gain resistance to damage type, it doesn't cross over. Because they are just the same effect.
Okay, it's all damage ones. There's just bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from it.
Alright, it's not the werewolf's turn. So
Oh no.
they got good bit of movement speed. They are technically actually surprised right now because you guys have originally snuck up on them, so they can't do jack shit, but they do get the reactions back and various bits and bobs, which is good for them. It is now Max, your turn.
I look up to Esmeralda's Seeker. I can't see Carl at the moment.
Yeah, he's just blocked by a stone, like a bit of rock,
Use your
propping
passive
rock.
perception, because he might not even be able to see Seeker.
Well, he knows roughly where you are.
Ah,
He
yeah,
saw you like drop prone.
He's 15 foot tall, and you're on a 5 foot ledge. He's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
He's a big boy.
He's looking down like, you're right, birdie.
Yo, what up?
So what's the plan, Max?
Because they haven't moved, have they?
Not yet. They've been surprised, so.
Oh god.
Do it.
If I move, I'll break my stealth, won't I?
You're not.
Your stealth's already broken.
Oh, is it? Okay, fuck this. So in that case... okay, I will leave behind. I'm gonna go charge them and try to keep them busy. As soon as you get in there, you guys start throwing everything you have at the wolves.
Esmeralda will call out. He'll be like, Max, you've got them in a bit of a funnel right now. Are you sure you want to give up that tactical advantage? They will swarm you. They have pack tactics.
Remember,
Shit.
Jason,
You're right.
Tactics.
Max, I thought you had military training.
1 second. Yes, you're right, Esmeralda.
Really
Okay, okay, so I'm gonna use. It's fine. Okay, I was looking at I was like, oh yes, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Yep. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna. Fuck, where's my thing on? And I'm gonna use my giant heal rune.
Cool. What does that do?
It gives me. I'll pause for you. Giant rune. Is it rune heal?
Resist to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for a minute.
Yep. What?
Don't do the second word. Just do hill -1. I'll probably do it. It's because you've done rune hill. It's expecting rune -1. Quote marks your friend.
Yes, we go.
Beautiful.
So
Yes. It's resistant.
And then I'll just stay where I am then.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna. Hopefully, they're gonna come this way.
Are you going to get ready to hit something if it comes close, Max?
No, because I already have Polar Master.
Oh, of course.
I mean, you could always ready something else
actually,
just
no,
in
no,
case.
no, what I'm gonna do is, can I use? Can I use a dodge action? And my reaction still applies.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
And I'll
So
use my,
you're
I'll use
dodging.
Dodge action. Yeah, I'll do
Perfect.
dodge action.
Beautiful. Lovely stuff. Alrighty, then after Maximilian, we have Callan.
Callan's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 / 30 to there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 30 to there.
Yep.
He's going to cast Spirit Guardians at 3rd level.
Nice.
Oh boy.
And he's going, yeah, the shadowy figures of all those that we've seen and lost in Barovia are going to come out.
You've seen the mirror wash over briefly.
Ooh.
Brother, I've never thought I'd see you again.
Melville washes past.
You're a ghost. Stop talking.
I have rights as a ghost.
Shut
Right.
up, Namir.
Shut
Let's just die.
Be quiet, Karen. Yeah, he's going to tell Max not to move forward. and to let our fallen friends protect him in this funnel. Send to Seeker wherever he is.
Fine.
You do your thing, Max. We'll keep you protected.
Beautiful.
And that will... in fact, it's going to give a bonus action, do a bardic inspiration to Max.
Very nice.
For a 1d8. And that's it.
Alrighty. That is the end of Callum's turn, and it is now Lux.
I'm going to move up 25 feet, and would I be able to see them when I'm... Oh, sorry, 20 feet, sorry. Would I be able to see them if they move... Oh, here. That's 20
Here?
feet there.
You can... You're unfortunately blocked from this one, unfortunately, just by the wall. And you can just about make out this one up here, but it does have half cover from the upper wall.
I would have a 10 feet move. Is there a way I could position myself so I can get a better view on one?
If you move to there, to that position, you could get a direct line of sight. Max would be in the way, but you could just call Max to like move to one side, blast, and then like me could just fall back in, no problem.
Matrix
Okay,
style.
could I shoot on between Max's legs because he's so big?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you just like you squat.
One. Boy, he's about to become a quarter length.
There we go. I'm gonna shoot between.
It's like one of those like hanging, like you know.
No.
Oh, dear.
Clanking like yeah.
Eldritch
At the
Blast.
moment, that's right at Callan's head height. So,
So the beam of force just whizzes past through his legs, and it just impacts his first wolf, like in the haunches, and it just goes like a "Oh!" But it's bloodied after that first strike, and the second one collides with it, and it just sends it cascading, like just hits that back wall, and you just hear its like spine just, and it just goes limp.
Stop using this. I'm kidding.
Good hit. Try again like 8 times. Pretty please.
God damn, that was evil.
I don't like this. Then
God. Oh, I had to turn my eyes away. Why? Why would you do that?
Start covering my ears. Like no.
The mothers of Max who like cleaves people in half with his
It
great
was
axe.
only a puppy. God.
At this point, Lux is covering his ears and closing his eyes.
Sure thing.
No. I'm blinded now.
Ismark is going to move
Him going
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 next to Max. And he's going to look. And Esmeralda seeing that, she'd be like, that went down too easy. They might be regular wolves. Ismark hearing that will then draw his heavy crossbow, and he will ready an attack action for whenever one rounds the corner. He's going to fire a crossbow bolt at the first one he sees. That will be Ismark's turn. Top of the round, Seeker. Nothing, unfortunately, has had a chance to move to you yet because they are all surprised.
Cool. He is.
But they still don't know you're up there, so.
Huh. Seeker will look to my. Should I go blast them with fire? Just out of like. Yep.
sure, you
Like
do you.
because it would mean that he would wait. What's half moon to get up, which would
Yep,
be
Seeker moves 20 foot.
and then and from that it's a 30 feet line.
So that would be, I mean, just you can do a ruler. Just if you click off it from that square, I can do it for you. So you could get to there. You wouldn't really give a reach any of them at this time. You could ready something
You would
for it.
be able to use bonus action to move up and then move.
Yeah, you could bonus action move up, and then you could like to here, and then get like a line like that.
And then how much movement speed would he left to get away?
So if you're moving 20 foot to like say there, and then what would I say, like 25 to there, so you still get 20 foot to move back
Cool.
from wherever you
He
end
would
up.
do his best then. That would kind of compromise the bottleneck strategy, though.
It would, yeah. Esmeralda has said enough this turn. She's all worded out for these 6 seconds.
Stay where you are, Seeker.
Yep. He will stay where he is, and
Sure.
he is gonna. He's gonna again ready in action. If something tries to climb up, he's gonna punch it.
Perfect.
That's all.
Lovely. And after that, it is going to be Esmeralda's turn. Esmeralda's going to form up next to you, Seeker, near the wall here, to kind of form an actual blockade. And she, from her new position, can see a little bit more. She is going to call out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. She's going to say, there's at least 11 of them, maybe more. The cave bends to the left, and the one with the pipe, he looks pissed. And she's just going to again ready her. Actually, you know what? Oh, Esmeralda, you beauty. She puts her hand axe on her belt, she pulls a spell book out, and she begins uttering arcane words, and you see her point a finger, and an arc of lightning just rapidly blasts into the enemies.
Hey,
What fucking level is she? Like, what level is she? She's fucking badass, man.
Yeah, of course she is.
Fighter
What is she?
cleric.
She a fight?
Just swords bard or something.
She is technically a wizard.
Oh.
What?
Technically a wizard.
Wow.
She's a 7th level spellcaster. She has the following wizard spells prepared. She's
And
at least a
she's
7th
melee-
level wizard.
She's a melee fighter as well.
Yeah. She's a wizard who wears leather armor and, dual wields weapons sometimes.
Wow.
She's a monster hunter, man. She's badass as fuck. So yeah, so she will 26 damage. So that is going to be from her current position. She's aiming for the big cluster of them, which will she will slightly miss the main werewolf, unfortunately, but she will still get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wolves who all, even if succeed the dex save, would be dead. So they all die. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, 10, because they were on a massive pile all over this. The wolf tokens are on the pile because they're fighting over a body that you guys haven't been able to see yet, but it's a body they're fighting over. You just saw this big cluster, like, yeah, fuck that shit. Just like, obliterates them.
What's she cast again? Sorry. What's she
Lightning
cast
bolt.
again?
She casts lightning bolt.
It's in the chat.
I don't have a shout, just got a window. I've got a.
The roll 20. Yeah, so she just blasts this like beam of lightning across them all, and she goes like, now there is significantly less. As she put her spellbook back in her bag and just ready her rapier. That will be her turn.
Callum will be like, fewer.
Neat.
It is now going to be the enemy's turn. Skenis is going to transform.
Lux didn't see any of this because he's blinded.
Lux is just like, oh!
My eyes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This wolf will need to make a wisdom save, I think. Callan, I get your Spirit Guardians. It will succeed, so it'll take half damage, so it's going to take 6 from that first roll. I'll take the 6 from the first roll, see that for the next one. Because you roll quite high on the first blast. But that is enough to bloody it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. A second one will come in, and it'll take this damage. It'll also take half. You can call your polearms max as they approach if you want. 2 of them are coming in, so...
I'll do it. I'll do the first one, because I would have
Sure.
done the first one, so I'll do the first
Go
one.
for it. It might be enough to fell it straight away anyway, so... They're only wolves.
Very wise wolves, though. Bastards.
They've seen some shit.
Shit, sorry. No, that's wrong. Two-handed. Kill him.
24 for 5. So actually, the 5, you crack it as it moves in. Yeah, go for it. Roll 1d6. So 6 damage, you crack it as it goes in, it just keeps coming towards you, and you kind of like ready yourself for an attack. And as it enters the Spirit Guardians, the ghost of Melville just collides with it, and the wolf just like gets, just falls dead as just like this like blast of radiant energy washes over it. That one actually dies. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This one will move in tandem. This one will move in tandem. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Come at me, puppies! Come at me!
5, 10, 15,
Sounds like
20.
a great idea. Puppies, run at him. Points to mouth.
Then Skenis is a werewolf. He's
Run up,
not.
piece of ration.
He's,
Here, puppies!
5, 10,
Here!
15, 20, 25, 30.
Pulled out a bone.
So Skenis, he transforms into a werewolf, and he is running towards you all. Skenis, let me see here. He probably has like discarded his little flute he was playing. And he kind of moves with these wolves, and as he moves, the wolves that are left standing follow him like a pack, and he appears to be beelining for Esmeralda. But he can't dash this turn, so he has to be there. He can't dash this turn because he doesn't have enough movement speed, because he took his action to shape change. He will, in a rage, he takes his spear, and he's going to just fucking throw it at her.
Yeet. Spear go yeet.
Ah, she needs some milk.
He has disadvantage because she is, oh, thank God for protection from good, from evil and good.
Jesus.
Let me just check her AC. Her AC is only 17, unfortunately, so the 18 will hit her. And she, despite her best efforts, the spear just thrown with such passion, it like stabs her in like the side, and she like goes like, ah! And she like checks herself. She's like, I'm fine. That is going to be the enemy's turn.
So it
Max.
can transform and throw the spear. Got it.
Oh no, he couldn't. Of course not, because that's why he couldn't dash. So he's fine. She's grand.
Whew.
Well remembered.
He's fine.
Take back your 8 hit points, or however many it was. 7.
Sorry. Yeah.
Well remembered. No, please keep me right. But so many things going on. So many plates.
I can imagine.
Hit me.
Not looking forward to it when I run it. I'm not gonna lie.
All the plates.
So many fucking plates. Alright, cool. That is the enemy's turn. He literally can't do anything else. Bingo. Max, it is you. There's one wolf. Actually, that wolf buddy Max is going to try to chomp you because that is actually the one that can reach you. And the others...
Disadvantage because I'm dodging.
Yeah. Wolf, bite this.
Ah!
5 damage, please, Max. The other wolves, after their great friend was banished, and seeing Skenis like pointing at her, they will probably go with him, and they think they will swing her.
Something for prone. They need to.
It's only 5 damage, mate.
5 damage, so
sorry,
take 3 hit points back. And yeah, you make a strength save and be knocked prone. I think you might have an advantage due to your size.
Is he a medium creature? Is it like?
He's a medium creature, yeah.
Okay.
So you're a creature, so you just hit to succeed.
So is this strength? Yeah, strength.
Yep. And the other wolves are going to dash as well because they can't reach
I've
anything.
got advantage now.
Yeah, you should have advantage. It's only DC 11. Like you should pass this. You're fine. Let's see here. So 5, 10, 15, 20. That one's going to enter Spirit Guardians. So I'll just roll all of the... just you want to roll... I'll just tell you to come in and then we can just do it as and when. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That one also will enter. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Do you want me to roll them
5,
for
10,
for the same
15,
damage
20.
together?
30.
I'm happy to do
Yeah, that might be easier. 5, 10, 15,
Just roll it
20,
now.
25, 30. It's just going to be 4 of them who have been able to enter because the other ones won't have enough space. 20,
Cool. That'll be
25.
15.
30. Coolio. So, 4 wolves. Wisdom saves. That is mass fails. 1 success? Or what's your DC? Is it 15?
Just having a look. 16 for bad.
So they all
Oh,
fail.
no, hang on. Yeah, it's a bad one because it's my
Magical secrets.
magical secrets one. Yeah. all
Yeah,
fail.
then 1, 2, 3, 4 all die. This shits and giggles. 1 more will move in just because they're trying to. Actually, it can reach max now anyway. It doesn't need to move in. It'll hold its ground. Cool. That is shit for them.
Clear out the puppies.
Yeah, they are going down quick. Max, it is your turn, my good friend. What is your plan? These wolves have just swarmed you.
If I am eyes.
Oh no, sorry, Max has just gone actually, hasn't he?
Oh no, I have not gone yet. No.
Oh, it was your pole armor strike. That was what it was.
This is where direwolves come out.
I'm after Esmeralda.
Yeah, so it's your turn.
Okay. If I want to step over, can I do that as a giant creature, over medium creature?
You can't. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, you can move for an enemy space. You can try to overcome it. Like you can try to shove them.
Oh, so even like if I'm he's a medium and I'm a giant creature.
He still occupies the space, unfortunately.
Oh no. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like
You can do that over your allies, like your allies can move through and stuff. But if you want to try to like force
I got it.
an enemy out of a space, you can try to like, you know, grapple and then drag them with you, or you can just shove them 5 foot away and like move that way.
But that will take one of your attacks.
And you got to remember as well, you're large, not giant.
Giant isn't a descriptor.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah,
I was thinking
so-
that. Oh, that's
Okay,
huge. Sorry.
that's fine.
Large, huge.
Yeah, so I was thinking of.
Yeah, so you can move through a hostile space if only the creature is at least 2 sizes larger or smaller than you and it's difficult terrain. So how big are you with your giant? Because a wolf is still medium, so if you're large, that would make it... It would make it 2 sizes smaller, so you could step over it, but it'd be difficult terrain.
Okay, I just want to move here anyway. I just want to move here. Boom.
And you can't end your turn in their space. That's the other thing.
I'll just move here. This right here.
Coolio. Yeah, so you're able to step over, it effectively just moves... That's going to cost like 10, 15 movement just to get there.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got my thing ready. I will. Let's see. I will use my. So Spirit Guard is like if you start your turn in there, they take damage, right? They have to
Yes.
save.
Yeah, if it's start the turn or the first time they move into it.
Fine. I'm gonna use my dodge action again
Sure
in
thing.
case this creature comes in. So I had to hopefully come by me, try to hold him back. And that's my turn.
Beautiful.
I have the dodge action.
Just dodging still? Nice. Alrighty.
Actually, sorry, bonus action. I want to use something else. Just sorry, apologies.
Alrighty.
I want to use my other rune. I think it's a rune of. Is it frost? I think it's frost. Let me just double check here.
Which one do you need?
Yes, frost. So. Shit.
+2 to all strength and con ability checks and saves.
Frost. Boom. Yeah. There you go.
Very nice. Beautiful. Alrighty. After Max, it is going to be Callan's turn. Callan, you still get your Spirit Guardians up, and you can move further forward if you want to envelop more of these creatures in, or you can continue to hold your ground.
Certainly will. I'm going to move to here.
Mm-hmm.
There, actually. And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at the main werewolf guy.
Beautiful. Skenis.
Three damage.
He will succeed, unfortunately.
Wow.
Oof.
These guys have been...
What's up with these werewolves and succeeding wisdom saves?
I've been rolling fucking great wisdom saves.
Oh. You
That's-
use them all now, don't you worry.
This is
Use
this
them
is
on my
unjust.
cantrips
This is
there.
unfair.
And that will be Callan's turn, I think.
Beautiful.
In fact, he's going to move up to be closer to Max if he can. Just
Yeah, you definitely can. Yeah, no worries. Very easily achieved. Alright. After Callan, we are going into Lux.
Okay. I will try and like climb up that 5 feet ledge. So that's an
Sure.
athletics, is it?
Athletics check, yeah. DC 10. It's not very difficult. And you're still blessed, remember, if you need it.
That way it wouldn't help bless.
DC 10, not very difficult. Oh,
Max is only for attacks and saves as well.
oh, is it? Plus checks. Oh, yes, guidance for checks, sorry. Yeah, so you try to scramble up, but yeah. No avail, unfortunately.
I guess I'll just
You waste about 10 for your movement.
yeah.
Trying to
I
climb
will
up. You
just,
can try to climb again. Just takes more movement.
You know what? Sure. Why
Yeah.
not?
So we can have a reflex check. Just be 20 foot of your movement being used now.
Oh no, not bless.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. I mean, you can try again if you want.
Sure.
Do it. We
I just-
believe in you.
I just want to get up. No.
Statistically,
Oh my
you're cursed.
god.
As Lux like calls from the back of the group, it happens to a lot of men, I swear, as he tries to climb this like thing. I just want to get up. He doesn't seem to manage to climb. That's unfortunately all of your movement speed used. But you still have your action and bonus action, and you can still see two wolves.
Yeah, I want to do first wolf. Does anyone of them look injured?
Yes, the one closest to Max, the one next to Callum, would be injured. You also would potentially get a shot on the werewolf, but he would get half cover from the rock.
Yeah, nah. I'll just go for the wolves first. I'll clear out the fodder. So the one next to Callum is damaged.
Oof.
12 damage.
Yeah, you blast that thing and it just falls dead. How are we?
And then
Callum's gonna turn back and be like, "That's it. Stick to what you're good at."
and that's the second one. Next to it on the one on the left.
Yeah, it will hit, and it does not bloody it, but it is definitely injured after that strike.
And then I just stand there. I can't do anything else. I tried climbing 3 times and failed.
Man's reaching up to a ledge like he's on a Shaw advert. Like.
Yeah, cool. That's end of my turn.
Amazing. Ismark is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll move to 25. He'll move through Max's space to get around the wolf, and he's gonna use his new short sword that he loves so much.
Why are you going that way, you idiot? Next to the fucking werewolf.
I'm going to help defend you, Max.
Go next to Callum.
His first strike, he slashes, and he actually manages to kill the wolf. How much does he move, sorry? 5,
Go
10,
next to
15,
Callum.
20, 25. And he will... I mean...
God damn.
I mean, like, he can't take a second attack because he can't reach, if anything, so he will just hold his ground to force the second attack. That max damage and that guaranteed hit was wasted.
Go next to Callum, you idiot. He's coming.
He'll back up a little bit and be like, fine! And sidestep. And top of the round, it is going to be Seeker.
Seeker. He's gonna. Yeah, he's going out. He's gonna go after. Run. Wait. Oh, it's blocked by the wolf, right? This one here. It's still.
Yes,
fine?
it could get an attack opportunity against you. Or you could step the wind, give it disadvantage.
Or you could hop down the ledge again.
Yeah, you could just jump down and run around.
Yeah, he's gonna hop like this. Then.
Sure.
And can he reach the big boy with his movement?
Yeah, I believe so. So I'll say that's 10 for the movement just to do your controlled jump, and then you're going to do 15. Yeah, very easily you can get to him.
So, to this one, right?
To Skennis, yeah, the guy. Yeah, that's like 20 for the movement.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. And then he's
Well,
gonna
30
make
for the movement total.
Wait, I need to. Yep. And he's gonna run up and he's gonna make. What's his situation? His key points. He's gonna make 3 attacks. He
Sure.
won't use his key points.
Go for it.
It's gonna be fire damage per usual.
Flaming bird.
Yeah, the fire burb. Wait, he has bless.
Your
Yeah,
bless,
bless.
which will mean the 11 will turn to a 12 at minimum and hit. So you will do the max damage, 30 damage to this individual.
Beautiful.
And he is, after those strikes, bloodied.
That's gonna be his turn.
Sure.
He like Naruto burbs down the wall and runs up
For
to him.
5 feet off the ledge, he's like, "Yeah, I can fly."
He like tries to like when you throw it, like when you see a chicken fly a bit down, he starts to flap his wings and realizes he still can't fly, and sadly he makes his way over and punches the man 3 times from frustration.
Well done, pigeon. I mean, Seeker.
Say that again. Cracks talons and
Cracks talents.
Say that again, little
He doesn't have
man.
fingers.
Cracks his feathers.
Esmeralda
Crosses his
will
feathers.
move 5, 10, 15 to here. She will do a single hand axe strike as she walks past. And a wolf, I think a 10 will miss.
She's also blessed.
She is blessed, so I'll just hit for 6, but it won't kill it. So then she'll also do one of her rapier attacks against it.
The blessed doing his thing.
It really is. That will definitely hit, and that will kill it. So she kill the one next to Max, the remaining wolf, and she will then close the ground to get linked up with Seeker on the final werewolf. And yeah, I mean, I was gonna say she's just gonna give advantage because I hate stealing kills from players, but she's a monster hunter. She's not gonna give this thing a chance to survive, just in case it bites someone. She knows it's about the act. And even with the lowest damage, he only has 36 hit points, so she's able to plunge her rapier just through his throat and just rips out his neck, and he falls to the ground, dead. And as he's dying, coughing, he turns back to his, like, humanoid form. You see this... He's an old fucking man. He must be, like, 70? Maybe even in his 80s? It's like old, disgruntled human man. Blood just pouring down his chest. Like, his clothing is all ripped and torn. And he's just like... When Kirill returns, he'll skin you alive. And he just, like, coughs on his own blood and drowns.
Not ominous at all. No way.
And wrote an initiative, just like that.
Callan is going to move around to investigate the further sort of this bit of the cave here.
Yeah, Callan, you take a bit of time, peek around. You can explore this area pretty comfortably down here. It's just a like a wolf den essentially. It's just you see like bones here and things and like scraps of food. You see a pile of dead wolf bodies all around what looks to be what was once a body, race, or even species is hard to tell. It might have been like an animal, but it's just bones and red. But at this point, it's very hard to identify. You'd have to get closer, maybe medicine check it to work out what exactly it is. Go ahead, Max.
Could Seeker try and move to the other tunnel and see what was there?
Mm-hmm.
So like...
Yeah, Seeker, you can double back and check. The other tunnel, it was like an underground spring. There's a gash in the ceiling that allows grey light and cold drizzle of the outdoors to seep into this dank, torchlit cave. And you see a spring forming a pool of water. It's about 40 foot across and about 10 foot deep or so if you got a little bit closer to investigate it. And high on the ledge to the north, there's a pool that ledge overlooks the pool. And you see a similar one to the eastern wall up a rough-hewn staircase. And then there's a few crates on top of that as well.
We know what we're here for. We should press on.
Agreed. And also... Sorry.
Max?
Also, my giant smite is...
At this point, Giant Smites and Bless are going to be
Giant smite.
fading out, yeah.
I will
After
climb.
2 good combats, like...
I will climb that 5 feet thing.
Yeah, just to prove you can.
Mm-hmm.
You do, and by then, like, Callan's off investigating the cave, like, Esmeralda's probably picking through the bodies to make sure there's nothing, like, strange going on. Fucking Seeker's off around the corner. So, like, the only one who probably sees you is Ismark, and he goes like, I know you could do it, friend.
Thank you.
Callum,
What is a mark? Who is a mark?
Callum will look back to your looks, and between you and him, there's quite a clear sort of slope stairs there.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, are you coming, Lux? Come
Mm-hmm. So I'll just
on. Here, boy. Oh, wait, no, that was the wolves.
Alright, cool. If you guys wish to, by the way, you could try to find that flute that the man was playing beforehand, but he like discarded it near the fire, so you'd have to do an investigation check.
Callum would be well up for finding that.
Yeah.
I'll help Callum find it.
Sure.
Alright,
Callum, do an investigation check at advantage. And Callum, your medicine check, you think, again, it's hard to tell exactly what it is. It's a couple of days old, do you think? The meat's even spoiling. With 16 investigation check, you're able to find Skenis's flute, which is made of electrum, solid electrum. You're not a pawn broker, but like something of this craftsmanship, it's very, very fine. It's probably like whoever crafts this is very, very good. You'd estimate even just like material value alone in electrum, it's probably worth about like 250 gold pieces. A fair bit of value. Yeah. Esmeralda, after picking through Skenis's body and just making sure he's fully dead and stuff, she opens a pouch she has, and she goes like, There's a couple of gemstones in here that she'll pull out. Like they're not very well cut. They're quite simple gemstones, but they're probably worth somewhere in the market of like 50 gold each. So there's about 4 of them. She'll tighten it and just tie it to her belt for now. But
yeah, Callan will tell the group and just pop it in his bag for later.
Got it. Secretwood, do we wish to hide again before proceeding? Question mark.
What was the question? Sorry.
If we wish to stealth before going forward.
It's up to you. These guardians will only stay with me for so long. We should probably. Yes, let's go slowly, but keep moving.
Sure.
Very well. And he, just for marching order, Seek would like to be up front, I presume with Max, like next to him.
cool.
Yep, it's fine.
Callum will be right.
So could you remove the prone condition?
Callum will be right behind them both, and will advise them. Basically, make sure that anything that can get to you comes into this Spirit Guardian.
Sure thing. Where's Lux gonna go?
He'll be next to Ismark.
Sure.
He's safe.
Ismark will go next. Then Esmeralda and Lux will take up the rear, basically. That's kind of what you're dealing with as you move. As you kind of like climb these stairs, like up the 5-foot ledge that kind of overlooks this chamber, you see ahead of you this maze of like torchlit tunnels, kind of that lie before you, and you can see they kind of weave back and forth on themselves through and through. Let me see here. I would say that it is well lit enough that you can just about make out if you see. I don't know if you can see her, but there is a werewolf kind of like deeper in this tunnel here. They seem to be very aware of your presence, but they make no effort to hold their ground. But they are actively dodging, and like they're using the rock next to them as cover. So like if one of you's going to start a range attack or something like that, they know you're there. Like as you sort of come in, they're like watching down that little narrow slit. And yeah, unfortunately, the combat you guys just did, there's no way to subtly kill that many wolves and man playing flute without attracting a little bit of attention. But perhaps it's a good thing, because all across these like winding, like narrow caves that lie before you, there are just bones everywhere, and every step you take, it's like just stepping through. So you think even trying the stealth here probably be a disadvantage. But the jig may be up.
If we think we're being watched, Callum will just say to not bother and just go.
Yep.
Yeah.
But watch out for getting flanked.
Cool.
Are we using the same initiative order?
I mean, if you guys are gonna rush straight into combat, or
Before we rush, I'll probably cast Bless again. But this time, I would target Max, Seeker, and Esmeralda. Just 'cause I feel like they would need it more than I would. Well, they'd use it more.
If you want to keep the same initiative order, I will just remove it from Lux then.
cool.
So basically, you can see what you can see, right? So I saw those 3 wolves up north. Those 3 werewolves. When I was moving around.
You can see one, Max. You can see the one that you can currently see is the one you can see as you come to the top of the ledge, because before the ledge would have obscured it.
All right, so
You wouldn't have had the visual reach. It's just because Roll20 doesn't do 3 dimensions.
Fine, I'll go around and say, I see some more werewolves up ahead. Must be careful.
Let's go as a unit together.
Yes.
If we can stick to the outside wall so that we can't get snuck up on from anything on the sides, these caves make me quite paranoid.
By outside wall, you refer to this one? Oh, so you want to move like this to here?
Yeah, so I want to kind of move. Yeah.
So
Like,
just against the wall.
To here. So to basically, if we go straight up here, there's potentially
We can get flanked.
Yeah.
Yep, good check.
And
I'm just double checking so I don't go the wrong direction.
And with Max up front, we've got a very good.
Just so you know, I'm all my runes are running out of power. I don't have too much resources. I can't go large anymore.
That's fine, Max. You're still very useful without going large.
How long do your frost runes and stuff last, Max? Are they also a minute?
I think it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes for the frost.
10 minutes.
Cool, so
Fire
that's
is-
still active.
10 minutes, yeah.
I'd say anything that lasts about a minute, probably by around like the point where you guys have all done your looting and checking bodies and stuff, that's all gone. So anything 10 minutes or longer is good.
My hero rune is done. Hero rune is 1 minute. That's done.
All right, cool.
I've
So
got-
you
I've
guys
got
start
my
moving
fire
left.
rune right up.
Let's go. Oh, you have your fire rune? That's gonna be pretty handy on one of
Yeah,
those
but-
werewolves.
Also, you've got your extra your shackles, haven't you?
Yeah, there's
That's
a fire rune. Yeah,
That's a fire rune.
Let's just not waste that just yet. Let's.
I think there's a level where I can use 2 of each. I think. Let's have a look. It's
All
like
right.
12, I think.
So you guys are hugging the left wall as you kind of move. You're going to move basically along this kind of area here and like so hug. As you kind of move through, like you kind of see more werewolves standing and more stairs leading down, and just kind of beyond them as well. You probably can't see into the thick of it itself, so you wouldn't be able to see those other things beyond that. But you do see maybe hanging from the wall. You see like 2 figures on chains up against the wall, like shackled, and they're just hanging there, not moving. So if you guys keep hugging the left wall as you kind of move around slowly, just placing yourself as you go. You eventually come to like these kind of like smaller little like divots in the side. You see little piles of bones here, a few like rags and things scattered on the ground. They kind of resemble like, you know, almost like dens or bedding. As you come up again, similar in this one here. I think my internet's struggling to keep up here. I can move you guys, but my DM one has decided it's lagging behind a touch. But yeah, so you effectively see there is another kind of those little small divots here through this winding area, and you catch glimpses again. And as you get closer and closer to this area, you can begin to see more and more of this area that goes back deeper into the cave. But immediately to your front left, which is the area kind of here, you see at the back of that cave in particular, there hangs a curtain, and it's either very well shaved hide, or much more likely, it's human skin. Someone has stitched a curtain of human skin together and dragged it across the back of the cave.
That is just not lovely.
So at that point, you guys are probably all around here. I'm going to say for argument's sake, walking, like, you know, moving fairly swiftly just to check your corners and stuff. You've probably spent about maybe like another minute or so just doing the full loop around there. It's because it's like a 120-foot walk. So it's just that checking everything is all clear as you move.
What's this in here like? Is this where the curtains are?
Yeah, so that's the skin curtain there, yeah.
Lux probably on the
Oh,
verge.
so we don't like we don't know light beyond.
You can't see through it. But like you could go over there and try, but you can see from where you currently are, you can see the 3 werewolves you saw before, and they're all kind of like what each is posted on the stairs. Currently, you're not close enough yet to see them. No, I'll hide them for you if you want to.
So I can see this, and I can see this.
Yep.
And the wolves.
They are clearly werewolves. They're in hybrid form.
They are big boys.
Yeah, Lux will probably be almost on the verge of vomiting seeing that the curtain of flesh.
Yep. It's pretty gross.
Very gross.
So what should we do? Should we try to finish this werewolves off, or should we check what's behind the curtains?
Get the wolves. We don't want them sneaking up behind us while we're checking it.
Yep. Hopefully, nothing comes at us from the curtains.
So of the wolves, by the way, as you look at them all, the one closest to you, that one is a kind of like of them. They all appear to be, I think, a bit smaller in stature to the ones who you fought on the road before. The one closest to you just is that kind of classic grey color, as is the one furthest to the the south down here. But the one in the middle appears to have a like white fur, like all down their back, and like, you know, just like their face like white, almost like albino in color. And as you're kind of all standing there, she just calls out, and she just goes like, "Why do you come here?"
You have something that does not belong to you. We are here to take it for ourselves.
What the fuck?
Good character right there. Also, the human skin curtain looks creepy. Just saying.
Yeah,
That-
it's really disgusting.
That is the work of my mate. and he will smell your scent, and he will find and hunt you to the ends of this valley.
Well, that's not very surprising. It's been a couple of days since we've been able to bathe, but it seems like it's even longer for you.
It doesn't. It also makes a terrible centerpiece. Maybe a painting, perhaps.
She'll look at the others around her and be like, you find us outnumbered. Yes. But when the pack comes back, you will find yourself swarmed. Let us go. Let us take what we have here and leave. You can have the trinkets. Mother Night will know what to do with you when she judges you.
Sigrid will give her a thumbs up. Like,
Can I
at
insight
least
that?
that
She's,
is sorted.
when she said you can have the trinkets, can I insight that? I'm trying to see if she's potentially taken any of them
Sure.
already.
Yeah, go for it.
Like so.
24? You don't believe she has any of them hidden away or anything like that, no?
Cool.
You sure they're not just gonna wait by the entrance with maybe more people and attack us? Let's probably. I don't like killing people, but let's deal with them now, maybe.
Yes, I'm also interested, Esmeralda. You are in a den of wolves with monsters. You are a monster hunter. What is your opinion on this?
We killed them all, obviously. I thought that was well established when we came in. Why are we even talking to them? Let's just
Yes.
go. They're outnumbered. They've said it themselves.
This is also my confusion somewhat. I assumed I was missing something.
Oh, Zuleika, fetch me the youngest one. And the one at the end, the right, will run down the stairs, out of sight. You'll hear the sound of a rock being moved, and you'll hear a, no, please, no! And she will drag up from the under sort of area. She'll drag up a boy, a young boy, probably about 10 years old. She'll drag him up with her to the stairs again, and she'll hold her like razor sharp claws to his throat. We have several we would like to take with us, and you are free to all the trinkets you want. They are going to be part of the family. Especially after what you did to Skenis, and Aziana, and Bavanka. We will remember them.
So who's Zuleika? This who's talking to this one? This
You're
one talking to?
you're talking to this one here. The one like in the middle. She's like a white furred
I
werewolf.
step forward a little bit. It's like, how many more children do we have there? Let them go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were simply here for something that did not belong to us. These are ours.
These kids do not belong to you. Let them go at once.
Oh, you seem to misunderstand what belonging means. Nobody else wants them.
And I step
I do.
a little bit more.
Yeah.
At this point, Callan's going to move around here so that this one isn't affected, like through Max's space.
Yeah, to like make sure it's not.
One.
Yep.
And he's going to pretend to hold Max back because he just wants to get into that.
I'll be like, come, screw these trinkets. We need to save these children.
I'd say from where you are now, Max and Callan, you guys at the very least. Let me see, because of the stairs. You probably can't see down here, but you can see up here, Max and Callan. There are 4 children in cages here.
Come, screw this item. We need to save these children. They
Cal-
don't belong here.
Max, just calm down. Listen, let me play you a song to calm you down, and he's going to get out his pipes of haunting.
Sure.
And he's going to play his pipes of haunting, and he's going to allow the saving throw to be succeeded by all allies and that kid.
Sure. I think we have lost Casmus for 5 minutes, he said, but he should be back soon.
Cool. I'm happy to wait for Kaz to be back.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, once we enter combat, I'll just re-roll initiative because he might not get top then again. I'll roll it for Seeker on his behalf. Alrighty, pipes of haunting. Marvelous stuff. So what is the DC? Beautiful.
AC 15.
It's 30 foot of you, so that will get all of them.
That's why I was hoping for Max just to edge forward a bit. I was like, if I get to that point there, I can get all 3 and push him away from the kid, potentially.
I mean, you could have whispered that to Max.
Sorry?
You could have whispered that to Max.
Max doesn't think when he's in combat.
Max is a
doesn't
fit.
My very wise werewolves, strike again as you play this tune. And that's gonna be us into initiative, folks.
Jesus Christ.
You know, should just a suggestion, Harnaa. You know, should you have like a separate scene, so when someone drops, you could just switch a scene and then have your camera line into place.
Yeah, well, it's just the issue that like I did have that before, but then if one person, it depends on who leaves as to where the cameras go. So I'd need to have like 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 scenes.
Yeah, it'd be like you know, have like fucking feel sorry, fucking castles.
Yeah, I'll get on it once I have them like in position. Like, yeah, it's quite a finicky thing to pull off.
Okay. Check initiative.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Esmeralda. Wow,
Fucking
wow.
Esmeralda, man. Shit.
My rolls today are fire.
Me with my load.
Apart from the wolves who got fucking stomped by the spirit guardians, we'll ignore those. Apart from those like 20 rolls, my rolls today have been great.
True, but if you had to absolutely dump some rolls, it was gonna be the wolf.
Oh yeah, on the big swarm. Right, let's see here. I can't remember what Seekers...
Let's correct your word in there. On the first swarm, the second swarm is coming from the more what it sounds like.
Alright.
That's where we're at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just checking Seeker's initiative. Seeker gets +5, so I can roll for him. Seeker gets 21, so he will come just after Ez.
Yeah.
Means Esmeralda will get a turn before Seeker's turn. So, let us see here.
Just remember, Esmeralda, Seeker, and Max are blessed.
Beautiful. Esmeralda, Callan, and Maxwell were moving forward. They were kind of holding the ground back of Ulux. Trying not to, like, dissuade the situation early. But seeing a window opportunity, she will, of course, take it. She's not going to reach, I think, this turn. So she will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. And I'm just going to double check her alignment. Yeah. Well, because there's a kid in danger, and she's going to dash to the child. 5, 10, 15, 20, and put herself fully in the melee. Her protection from good and evil spell is still active. So she throws herself into the melee willingly. But that will be her turn. And she'll be like, I will not be able to hold them forever, but maybe I can get the child safe. That'll be her turn. Seeker will then be acting. I mean, like, I can deduce the math. I know what Seeker's gonna do. How far can I move? Yeah, okay, I'm moving to here. I'm going to attack 3 times. Fire damage, please.
Very close, huh?
I think he gets a +8 to hit. Yeah, +8, and then the d6 +5.
Yeah.
Oh, look who it is. He's back. I was just about to take the turn for him. Seeker, I'll move you back.
Let's see how accurate.
How to put this? Internet fuck up combined with food arrival.
That's fine. So eventually, Seeker, Callan moved forward. And he tried to play his Pipes of Haunting, but none of it took hold. You're currently in like a negotiation standoff. The werewolves have a child held hostage, and they seem to have more as well down below that you can't quite make out. But we hear them crying for help. Callan tried to play his pipes. They all succeeded against the fear, and now we've entered initiative.
As we're no longer negotiating.
We are no longer negotiating. Well, Callan took a hostile action effectively, which pushed negotiations away.
Goddamn, Callan, attacking before Max. How dare you?
Right, he's standing in front of one. He's going to make 4 attacks. Or he's going to use his flurry blows.
I was close. I was so close. So close.
Bro, you're only getting one more attack by using Flurry of Blows, and you're burning all your key, and you don't know when you're gonna rest.
Oh wait.
Key points. He's already said it.
DM says burn the key points, so yeah.
Yeah. But then, wait, reverse psychology out of opposite. Fuck.
This is when the dragon can smell our scent and it goes right by the entrance.
Dragon lands at Kresik. He's like, hey, I'm looking for 4 assholes. You seen them? And everyone's like, they went that way. And you're like, thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm on my way. Kresik's totally fine. Like, nothing's happened. It's just sitting at the entrance of it's at the entrance of the cave. Its mouth is like over the cave mouth. So if you guys walk out of the cave, you're just gonna walk right near its stomach.
Oh no.
Got a nat
No,
20
he's
on it,
gonna
so
make-
become the surroundings.
That's like mentor free. There we go. Catch.
Guys, it seems pretty dark outside.
Yeah. Wait. Is Bliss still up?
Yes.
Yeah,
I recast it on you.
you recast it, so you're good. They're all gonna hit. So you're gonna do 25 fire damage.
They all hit. Oh, I was looking at the damage. I was looking at the damage, not at the hits.
No, they all hit. No, you're
Like
grand.
a
You start
s-
slashing into this one. They're not bloodied yet, but they're definitely injured.
I need him to make me a con save.
Sure. She will do that.
Yeah, she. Sorry.
And she will
Hey, she's
feel.
Hey, look at that, he's rolled under a 10.
Finally happened.
Let's
Holy
go.
fuck.
Let's go. And that's good. He like punches the wolf in the throat. And that's
Yep.
what he is for me.
It goes still. Beautiful. And then after that,
So I'm
Ismark
next.
somehow. Ismark is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Saddle up next to Seeker, and Ismark will take his new lovely silvered short sword. He will attack twice at advantage at the stunned werewolf for 11 whole damage. Wow, Ismark. It does actually bloody it though. As she calls out, "Ah! They're attacking us!" That will end his turn, and after Izzy, it is the werewolf's turn, and they are they are not surprised by any means.
It's a
Let's-
shame. How could that come to be?
We're in trouble.
Esmeralda has presented herself quite a juicy target, despite her protection of evil good spell. The child is literally nothing. The werewolf will, still grappling the child, say to Esmeralda, "If you harm me, I will kill it." And it begins walking backwards, and Esmeralda will pause and just let it go, and the werewolf will drag the child down the stairs. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Because it's dragging at half speed, and begins dragging them back into the shrine and beyond. And Esmeralda will then call out to you guys, because she can also see from this stairwell the rest of them, and she will say that she counts at least 8 in cages in total, and 1 out. However, Bianca, the white werewolf, will attack with everything she's got on Esmeralda. That is going to be 2 attacks, 1 with its bite and 1 with its claws. 18 will actually use disadvantage on these attacks, so we will claw. Claw misses the nat 1, and the bite will miss with a 9 anyway. So Esmeralda, with her protection of a good spell, just manages to hold her own against Bianca this turn. Not landing any hits.
Also,
The
which one
one
is
is-
stunned of the ones that are on the map? Or
This
the
one here.
names?
It is... They haven't called that one by name, I don't think.
Gotcha.
But the one right next to you.
The one that has no...
The other two have been referred to as Zulika. It's the only one you've heard here. I've just told you Bianca, because, she's probably going to die. Let me see here. That's what I was saying. So, Callan. Actually, no, because one is stunned. How long does the stun last, Seeker? Until the start of your next turn or end of your next turn?
Until the start of my next turn.
Cool. So yeah, so they can't do anything. That one's spent its full action. FC, could it dash? Yeah, it will actually. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it'll get to there. And that'll be the werewolf's turn ended. So Callan.
Callan is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so that they're both in.
Yep. Spirit Guardians runs around the corners.
And he will take the dodge action.
Sure thing.
And that will be his turn.
Nice.
Okay.
So I will say, Callan,
Actually, no, that's too passive, isn't it?
Spirit Guardians is an area of effect spell. So that means it emanates in straight lines from your position. It doesn't go around corners unless it says it does. So to get both of them, you're going to need to be probably there. But you can still get both of them. But it can't go around corners or through walls. Because it's like if you imagine, it's like beams of light kind of coming out from you. I'm pretty sure that's how all area effect spells work, unless they specifically say this effect moves around corners. Things like putrid clouds, fireball. They specifically say it does wrap around corners. So Spirit of Guardians, I don't think says that.
Cool. In that case, I'm still going to move there, but I'm going to attack this guy with the sun sword that I've got out.
Cool, go for it.
You're a Jedi, Callan.
Also, Callan, because I know you said we were going to need a little break. It's probably a little bit late after it, but just...
I'm okay time-wise for
cool.
The video chat. It's cool. So 21 for 14 damage.
That will definitely hit for 14 damage. The sun sword carves through. She rears back. She's like, ah! What is this? The blade that was lost!
Looks like it's found you.
Yep.
And he will... Can he move onto the stairs next to him?
Yeah, you can just squeeze in there. The stairs are very wide here, like 20 foot wide, these stairs descending down. I'll even describe it. So these are like rough-hewn stairs that lead down this large torchlit cave. And it's like, it's a bizarre sight. You see children behind wooden bars staring at you all in like terrified silence. A few of them are calling for help. Now they've seen that help might be on the way. In total, the cave holds 6 wooden cages. Their lids are held shut with heavy rocks. They like open from above, looks like. I know on the map it looks like they're doors, but they're like stones above to like, keep them shut. 2 of the cages are empty, but the others each hold a pair of frightened children for a total of 8. And in the middle of all the cages, a crude wooden statue stands between them. It bears the rough likeness of a wolf-headed woman draped in garlands of vines and night flowers, and piled around the statue's base is an incredible amount of treasure. And then behind it, there are 2 maggot-ridden corpses that hang from iron shackles bolted to the wall.
Thank you.
Now that you've all kind of moved positioning to see what you're dealing with.
Tasty.
Lovely maggot-ridden corpses, my favourite.
How many rations can I make?
Oh.
You're not a lizard folk. None.
Right. Done.
Yeah,
Anything else, Callum?
And Callum, he's going to save. Just to call it as well, if the werewolf goes to bite me, he's going to use his cutting word on it.
Cool.
Otherwise.
Beautiful. Alrighty, Max.
Okay. Is that the lady still? This lady here is still alive, yeah?
All of them are still alive.
All of them.
Yep.
Okay. Just something. I can't reach that one. Goddamn halflings.
If only you were a lion. Oh wait.
The mighty Leonin.
I know,
with a great
35,
roar.
35 movement speed, bro, to 25. That's a big fucking, you know.
Hey, you get a feet next. You get a mobile next level if you want.
Yeah.
Nope. Thank you.
Like, everyone gets a feat, then it's last.
I want to be back to be alive. Okay. I was gonna go here.
Sure.
Down the stairs. Where is it?
That one is stunned, by the way, so you have advantage on all your attacks against it.
I'm gonna go here. Boom. Because then
Sure.
I can move. Okay. I'm gonna do what Max does and hit him with my stick.
Go wild.
Z-stick.
Um,
You have advantage, remember.
You have bless and advantage.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna. So I'm gonna roll again. So this one is the first hit.
Yep. I mean, regardless, they'll both with bless, they'll both hit.
Yep.
So just re-roll to see if you get crits. Just roll 2d20s.
It's gonna roll again. To say the same. Okay, so two of the 20s.
Yeah, just roll 2d20, see if you get a crit, and then we can roll the extra d8s.
2d20.
No crits, so you're gonna do 20 damage as they both hit.
Champion fighter.
And then I will do that 1d6. That's 3 damage.
That will kill her. She falls to the ground dead. And you see this like woman, probably around like mid-30s or so, just like collapse to the ground dead.
Okay, I will. I still got 5 feet left. Yeah, I'll move here.
Yep.
And then I am. Oh fuck! If only I had my glaive.
I mean, you could swap out to it. You could free action, chuck your staff to the ground, and then as you use object, you could draw the glaive and then strike with it if you had.
She's a werewolf.
And plus, you'd be disadvantaged, won't you? Because you're tiny. Small.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah. Okay, now it's gonna end my turn there.
Alrighty.
No point.
It's just out of reach, unfortunately, for Max. But it's fine. Yeah, because unless you're planning on using your fiery shackles, probably wouldn't be worth.
Yeah, it would be worth.
Let's
That's
see
my
here.
turn.
Lux! Way in the back.
Yeah, I was trying to measure the ranges. I'm not range, so seeing those guys.
I mean, you can see her.
Oh no, I'm not going for that.
Okay.
No, they can deal with that werewolf. I'm gonna dash 60 feet straight towards the werewolf.
Cool. Yeah, you certainly can. Go for it.
Because, people in trouble. That's Luck's thing. You guys for that.
There you go. You rush forward.
And yeah, well, I can do bonus action now. Everyone's not injured, so yeah, it's the end of my turn.
All right, cool. You rush in and you see the full room before you, Lux, and you're the first to get a good look at the treasure that's like underneath the statue. You see like a mound of copper pieces, like even like a fairly large chunk of silver coins as well, gold, gemstones all littered through it. You see gold jewelry, a large drinking horn, an electrum censer, but of it all, one thing that really stands out to you is this dark, haggard tome. And in the center of it, the symbol you recognize. It's a symbol of Castle Ravenloft.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that'll be the end. Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn because I can't do anything else.
Cool. Alrighty then. Esmeralda will go for Bianca. All will hit for 22 damage, bloodying the werewolf foe, and then she will hold her ground. And then we have Seeker.
Cool. Seeker, is the wolf still is the werewolf still holding the child hostage over here?
Yes, they're dragging the child behind them as they go.
He will look to her. Should I try and dispose of him in or like should he try and stun him? And I try to put stun into.
Yes.
He will give you
if there's one to stun, it's them.
alright. He'll give you a talon up. Can he reach him with 45 feet of movement?
Let's see.
If no, or I hope he can because multiple keep.
I don't think so. I don't think it's possible.
He has to use his bonus. He has to use his bonus action to.
Yeah, you can step in the wind and get there, no problem.
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't have to do it. Remember that. We've still got a bunch of other things.
And
I'm just thinking you might not want to waste all your key points just yet because I just might not be the final fight.
What
He has
would
to-
Seeker do?
Honestly, I'm gonna flip a coin.
He would totally get the. If Callan's told him go stun, he's not going to pass up that opportunity.
Yeah.
That's true enough. Yeah, he's gonna run up and stun him. Seeker is just happy to hit things and hit things hard. And if he gets off rise, he's just yep, sure, got it. Yes, sir. He's gonna bonus action step of the wind. He's gonna fly over for the flyer.
Yeah, you do. Once you enter your step of the wind, you take to the air.
I can fly.
Go for it. Make your attacks.
If you can't stun him, shove him away.
That is also. He's gonna make 2 unarmed strikes attacks and 1 shove attack. Wait, no,
Sure,
no, wait.
the
that's
shove-
He has minus. No, wait. That's
The shove
wait, he
would
has
push him
minus
into your cage as well, so it wouldn't move him anywhere really. You could knock him prone.
Yeah.
Oh, could he sneak through into the corner and push him away? That other cave.
He could try to. Yeah, you could go around with your extra movement speed probably and squeeze in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. He has a -1 to strength. I'm not sure if that's a grand idea to shove him. I think I'm gonna go for the. I think I'm gonna try and.
I mean, what,
to
put it
attack.
this way, do an attack, see if it hits, and then see if you stun, and then. We'll take it from
And
there.
then see what. Let's see where we go for there. Fire.
Yep.
That's all key points. Fuck.
Crack it
Sure.
across the face, but this werewolf just holds firm.
Then he's gonna make 2 shoves. Then.
Sure. I assume you want to position yourself to be like below, like here somewhere, like shoving away
Around-
from the
yeah,
shove.
around him.
Cool. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Nick, 2 athletics checks. There's the first one.
Ouch and ouch.
These will be in order.
Wait, he has bless. Does that apply as well?
Not the skill
No,
checks,
but the first
unfortunately.
one will work.
The first one will work though. You do shove it 5 foot away from you.
That's what I said. Do one at
Then,
once.
he would. Yeah.
You
So
could keep trying to shove it further away if you wanted, or you could go for an attack instead and use the 9 you rolled. So it'd be a 9 plus 8 for a 17.
9.
Sure, that'll hit. So just roll your damage. Just roll an attack. I'll take the damage roll from it. It's a D8 plus 5, I think.
And he positioned himself between the child and the wolf. Yeah, like that.
Also, I don't think you could have even made a second shove because you were using your flurry of blows, your unarmed strikes, weren't you? Use your bonus action, your martial arts, so you wouldn't have been able to do it anyway.
Good job. 8 fire damage.
8 damage, cool. Yeah, so you only have 1 shot at it because it has to be part of your action, not your bonus action, because that just lets you make an unarmed strike. It's not the same as a shove, which is instead of a attack.
Yeah, good keep.
So it works out well. Big Fat Bosch, yeah. Alrighty, Seeker, anything else? I think that's it for you.
That's gonna be his turn.
Alrighty, Ismark will... I don't think he can reach down where Seeker is, so he will just try to help out Esmeralda and Callan. 5, 10, 15... The natural one will miss, but the 23 will hit for minimum damage.
That's my boy.
That's Ismark the Lesser, folks.
Ismark, our boy.
And it is then going to be the werewolf's turn. Bianca will look around the situation she is in. She is going to disengage. She's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Can she make a wisdom save?
Make a wisdom save, and she has
Yeah,
half
true.
movement speed.
True. Werewolf whiz.
For 8 damage on a fail. Yeah,
She will
so
fail. She'll take 8.
damage.
Doesn't she take? Does she move like half speed regardless if she fails a pass?
Yeah, so 5,
So technically,
10.
it's not that you So
She only gets
her
it there.
Movement speed is halved.
Yeah.
So she starts there and she's got 15-foot movement. She has 10-foot movement at that point. She has 5-foot movement at that point, so she would only get to there. Because it's different from difficult terrain, which costs you twice. It's that your movement speed is halved.
And effective creature's speed is halved in that area.
So if she starts off with 30 foot of movement speed.
Yeah, so she's supposed to be 40, so it's down to 20, then to 10, and then she can still get to there, right? Or at least further. Because that's going to be 40 to 20, 20 to 10, 10 to 5, so she can get to there.
Yeah, I forgot that they had 40 movement.
She's a speedy girl, so she's trying to run away. Because she is very bloodied at this point. She's not critical, but she's bloodied. And that will be her turn. The one with the Children Seeker will grab one of the ones in the cage, pull it close to them, and look at you and just say, like, let me go, or I killed them.
Well, that's just lovely of you.
Do you respond?
Is
that what you say?
He looks at her. Right, where's the position on the map? He's not gonna respond. He stays. He won't give a yes or no.
Okay. Claws kills the child instantly dies. It's non-combatant, and then tries to bite you.
First.
20 to hit.
That will hit indeed.
Roll me a con save, please, to resist being cursed with lycanthropy.
Yes!
Seeker, the bite bites you, and as she pulls back, she like laughs and swallows the flesh, and you just feel this feeling of dread wash over you. Something happened. You're not quite sure what, but something definitely happened.
Danger bird. It's a good job it's not full moon tomorrow, isn't it?
Nah, just tomorrow night, yeah.
That would be much worse, wouldn't it?
Just trying to see where Esmeralda is. Yeah, she saw. Cool. Esmeralda will then, as a free action, announce to the group, because it's just been her turn, she'll use her just free action to call it, and she'll be like, if we don't chop that bird's arm off, he could legitimately turn into a werewolf. We don't have that much time.
Did you not say that you have scrolls for that?
I've only got one, and if more of us get bit, it's going to be a problem.
Oh. Poo.
And that will be her free action. Going into Ismark's turn, Ismark will opt to not go cut off Seeker's arm, and instead go chase down the werewolf running away. Using very little movement speed. In fact, he will see just how effective Callan's aura has been, and he's going to try to grapple her first. That's our Ismark.
Got one.
He tries his best, but she just wriggles free, and then as she like tries to just like run away, he'll try to hack at her with his short sword. And he'll just clip her for 8. And she like whimpers, and she is like critical, like almost like limping away. And he's like, she's nearly dead! And that'll be his turn. And then it is the werewolf's turn. She will once more disengage, and she's going to move 40 foot. 5,
I
10.
haven't had my turn.
Have you not? Sorry, have I skipped you?
No, not yet.
Where's Max? Max, sorry, you should have gone... where have I gone wrong here? I've gone up back up to Seeker and Ez. So Esmer's was free turn, is my bad. So it was Seeker, into Ismark, into the werewolves. Then Cal... Oh yeah, you haven't had your turn, that's correct, because they haven't had
Because
their...
you went werewolves, and then you went to Seeker, and then Esmeralda.
Yeah, so I've doubled back, so it's not the werewolves' turn, so I've just done a weird loop there.
That's good. That was good.
Is it when the child's not dead yet?
Nah, child is dead.
Oh no, the child's dead.
That was werewolf turn. It was just this turn that I've gone wrong. So it should be Callan's turn now.
Got it.
I just put Ismark in a weird place. Ismark technically wouldn't have moved because he didn't attack.
He's going to move to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Mhm.
And he is going to
Spider dying. Shall free action spare the die. On the trail.
I think non-combatant NPC unnamed kid. I don't think spare the nine is gonna do well. Even if I can do it from 30 feet away, I'm gonna use pipes of haunting again
Sure.
on that werewolf. Only basically designating everybody else apart from that werewolf to pass. So
Not with the 17.
God damn it.
They've grown up in Barovia. They've experienced a lot of scary things, unfortunately.
Like, is this an innate ability of Barovian werewolves?
They're all very, very resilient to fear effects.
They've seen some shit.
Quick technical question.
Yes.
So, when you cast Spirit Guardians, you can designate a number of creatures that you can see to be immune to the effect.
Yeah.
Right? Because I couldn't see the kids.
Yeah, you have not designated them. You can't add them in, unfortunately.
Okay. So he's going to go to there. Do we know... Would it be metagaming to be like, oh, when do the kids act? Do the werewolves act first?
As far as you can tell, they are non-combatants. They don't even fall in initiative order. If combat happens, they hunker down, they dodge as best they can, but like their AC is less than 10. Like they.
What I'm trying to get at is, would I be able to land the Spirit Guardians on the werewolves before it lands on the non-combatant NPCs just by slotting them into initiative there if it was to be that way? Because otherwise Callan will drop concentration.
Sure, I'll roll for them to see where they would effectively place for being subjected to effects like that. They would be 8, so that was going to put them after the werewolves. They would be like near Lux, I think.
Okay, he's going to drop concentration on Spirit Guardians then.
Alrighty, cool. So the Spirit Guardians will waver just in case they move.
I can't risk getting the children. He'll kind of explain to the others.
For the children.
Yep. Alrighty. And Max, it's going to be your turn. Max is going to be listening. I'm just going to nip to the bathroom really quick, but I'll be on my phone. So just tell me what you're planning on doing, and I'm sure you can work out the movements.
Yeah, fine. I'm gonna go after this werewolf that's running away.
Do it.
You
Fuck him up.
Gonna try to get in front of him. Boom. That's 25.
I don't think you'll need to. I think just...
Actually, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna move to here. I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to here. Will so that how much is that? Was that 15?
15, yeah.
Yeah. Just gonna attack it twice.
check.
Give it C-tap.
Mm,
And 16 to hit for 6, 17 to hit for 5. That's
You're
probably
blessed,
gonna
remember.
kill it. Yeah, they're both going to hit on a
Yeah.
werewolf.
On a werewolf.
a 5 with the first one.
Oh, beautiful.
Always doing it first. So. Oh, sorry. Do not do the D6 because I'm not giant. Don't scratch that. I'm not a giant, so I don't get a D6.
But that does
I
mean
was
that the second attack will kill it then.
And the second card will kill it. Okay, so he kills it, and I'm gonna move. Start moving down. So I've got over 10 feet over here. Boom. And that's it. There's nothing else to do.
Okay. That will, like I said, will be my turn. And, well, there's no point in charming it now. So I will just shoot Eldritch Blast at it twice. The one that's by the cage.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. So I'll just cast that. No bless this time. Minus RR2. I hit for 23 and 22. And it does 16 damage in total for the werewolf. And that would be the end of my...
I love how we're being like very gracious in reading it out for him, and he's on his phone texting, therefore he can read it. But it's fine. I've not that. It's a slow day.
And I'll just probably move towards, use 20 feet movement towards the totem.
Good beans.
And yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
And Bianca is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dead.
Hey.
And
Just
And then 2 blasts, both gonna hit for 16 for Lux. Lovely. That one is like critical. Oh, critical, sorry, bloodied.
Can I ask a technical question about my staff? So if I use the special ability, does it add a damage to my staff, or it makes my damage necrotic?
You can expend a charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the damage dealt
Yeah.
by the weapon.
Yeah, but it turns the weapon damage necrotic, isn't it, or something?
Does
I
it
like-
say that?
I don't
I
know.
think it does in the weapon stat block. Let me pull up the Gothias staff here.
I'll put it here. A second.
The star can become wood. What's that?
Gothias staff. Where are you? Here we are. Vampiric Strike. The staff can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff, and on a hit, it deals damage as a normal quarterstaff, and you can expend 1 charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the damage dealt by the weapon. Each time a charge is spent, red blood oozes from the staff's pores, and you must succeed a DC 12 saving throw, or suffer madness. It just does damage as a normal quarterstaff. It's not necrotic. It's just magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
I think
So
you.
there's no additional damage.
Vampiric touch
Fine.
maybe mistook it for.
And I just gained that amount of health back. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so the amount of damage you do, if you after you do the damage, you can be like, I'm going to, after you hit, you can be like, I'm going to, use the charge to regain hit points. Very easily.
Just remember to do a custom counter for your number of charges, because it only regains a certain number per day.
Yeah, it's not unlimited. Alrighty. So after Lux's turn, top of the round, it is Esmeralda. Bianca is dead. And she will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. She'll take her hand axe. She's going to throw her hand axe into this thing.
For a moment, I thought she's gonna throw the Seeker's arm.
Can't reach you yet, bitch. If she could have reached you, she might have done.
Concerned, visible concern.
She throws it for 6 damage. It just impacts. But that is that. After her, it is then Seeker. Your turn. This creature before you is bloodied.
3 attacks.
Go for it.
Oh wait, there we go. Arm strike. Plus.
Beautiful. They will all hit for 23 damage. And you bring your wings down as this thing is bit and take a chunk of your flesh. You've got the child behind you who you've just saved. And you just whack, whack, whack. And you just feel as that final strike comes across its temple, just the skull fracture. And as it falls to the ground, they turn back into this kind of like dark-skinned human woman bleeding out on the ground. Are you attacking lethally or non-lethally?
He would be attacking lethally.
Then they die. The party, if they have serious intentions to try cutting off Seeker's arm, can remain in initiative, if they so wish. In which case, Ismark would then act next with 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He can't even reach Seeker. And then it would be the werewolf's turn. So if Esmeralda's call out was correct, if you had a very limited time to do this, then it probably has already passed. So effectively, we're now out of initiative.
Callan is not going to want to acknowledge the situation with Seeker. He's gonna actually turn around to Esmeralda.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if that's all the werewolves gone and you have 1 scroll, would you be comfortable using it on my bird friend?
I don't have it with me. It's in my wagon. We'd have to go get it.
I understand. Yes.
We still need to check that what was behind a curtain.
Also, the treasure is kind of important.
The treasure's right here. Can you not see it?
That's why we are here.
I know.
Yeah, Callum will probably have a look at the shrine and just kind of take in, because obviously since he's been in Barovia, he's started to get his whole kind of in touch with his deity and religion and all that. So he just kind of wants to take a moment, not necessarily to pray to Mother Night, but just to kind of to show a bit of
Try to show respect and things.
and
Sure,
reverence.
make a religion check to like try to gather it. Esmeralda, by the way, grabs Seeker's arm and begins poking and prodding him like she's a very per bedside mannered doctor.
But while this is happening, I'm gonna start unlocking the cages and free the children.
Yep, you start heaving these heavy rocks off, and they the second the cage free, they'll climb out and they're scared, and then they'll cling to like anyone who's close and who they establish to be a friend. I will allow 2 members of the party or 1 person at advantage to make just an insight check about the children's general demeanor.
Do you want to help me out, guys?
He's pretty insightful.
I also have a decent insight if you need.
Okay,
Seeker will help you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's 1 less than a 10.
I have +8. Good one.
Yeah.
Social stuff.
26.
That's why you got
Callan,
it.
you would notice the child who they had on the stairs, or anyone who wasn't caged. The other children seem unsure about, I would say, of this little 10-year-old boy. And you instantly would recognize, like, tan skin, like, not from Barovia. A lot of them not from Barovia, you'd say. Like, you see, most of them probably you'd estimate from the Sword Coast. Based on, like, you see a half-elf in there, you see an elf in there.
Are they hairy?
None of them overly for children.
Are they like dwarf kids?
But the one who was already out of the cages, the other children seem quite unsure about, I would say.
Hey kid, to the one that's out of the cage.
How
How long has it been since you were bitten?
A while. I had to. They made us fight to the death. I was the strongest. Was Senek here? And he like looks up the stairs to like the dead werewolf, like you guys bludgeoned before. Like kind of like back here. He just goes like, she looked after me. And he's clutching now, and now you get a proper chance to look at him. He's holding this little wooden doll like so tightly to his chest, and that's weird. That looks a lot like Namir.
Oh.
And you see a little label hanging off it, and it says, "Is no fun, is no blinksy." And it looks quite new. And he's just clutching it.
Do we know of a Namir doll?
Not one you recognize, but as you sort of like take a little bit more interest into it, it like you see his clothing is like haggard, his skin is like pocked and falling away, and like if you didn't know any better, it'd either be this is a corpse or maybe a zombie. Like his arms are like stuck outright like that, like in front of him.
Thank God.
Callum
Creepy shit,
he
man.
keeps his cool.
Mm-hmm.
Will probably whisper to Max about the situation because he's the only one who's really going to understand the whole Namir thing.
That's a fun looking doll.
Very interesting doll.
Doesn't look like a kid's kind of doll to me. Looks a bit scary.
Yeah, that looks like a zombie version of my dead brother.
Ah,
Just gonna put that out there and let it hang.
I say that to Max, like kind of.
So yeah, so he pointed out to you initially, just whispered
like,
to you, "Hey, that doll looks like Namir.
I'll
Looks
be
like it's a Blinksy doll."
I look at the doll, then I look at Callum. I was like, I don't know what to say, Callum. maybe should get this stolen and somehow try to speak to Blinksy. I know we know welcome back in whatever tower we got banned from because I forgot now.
Balaki.
Oh, for that.
Valaki, yeah, Valaki, but we'll keep seeing his dolls everywhere. If you want, I can keep it for you. If it's too much for both of you.
Right now, potentially the best place for that doll is keeping that child subdued somewhat because he's been bitten and we have no way to remove the curse from him, so we're going to have to leave him here. And this is in more hushed tones, just to Max.
Because I know you mentioned us.
He's just a child, Callum.
He's a child werewolf, Max, and we have no way of curing him.
Are you hushing it? Are you hushing it so Esmeralda doesn't hear, or are you hushing it so the child doesn't hear?
We're hushing it so it's
Just
Cool.
me and him. Listen. Oh fuck. At
Well,
this point,
Esmeralda's too preoccupied with poking at Seeker's arm.
Yeah, I'm Seeker. She'll throw your arm away from you, and she'll just shake her head and be like, "You're cursed."
at this moment, like I go over to Esmeralda, and I go, Esmeralda, it seems you're very knowledgeable with these beasts. Is there any other way we can remove this curse without have to kill these children? They're just children, Esmeralda.
You either remove the curse or you restore them greaterly. I have one scroll of remove curse that I'm gladly going to use on probably the monk, who, despite his foolishness of getting bitten, did handle himself quite well, because we'll need him to take on Strahd. These children, as much as it pains me to say it, if they have been bitten, and I vote we check all of them just to be sure, if any of them are bitten, it is a mercy to simply kill them. As horrible as it is, they're going to lose control and hurt someone else. They've not even had a chance to establish a life yet. Come on.
And then like Max, as she says that, Max kind of looks at the children. He looks back at he looks at Seeker. He looks at.
If it pains you.
He thinks. I don't know, like he's not saying anything. He's just looking around, and then he looks at Callum, and then think what Callum said, and then looks at Esmeralda, and then thinks what Esmeralda said, and he kind of looks back at the children, and then he's like, It pays me to say this, Esmeralda, but I think you're right. Would you check the children and see which one has been bitten, which has not been bitten, and please just make it quick.
Of course.
Lux is looking through
as
stuff
well.
we saw earlier.
And then Max at this time, he's gonna fucking go here.
Okay. Yeah. Max backs off.
It kind of looks like Callum, like with a little look, like a sad look. Probably like only Callum's. Anyone can do inside check. Like he's trying to hide, like his feelings, but he kind of just walks away because he doesn't want to see this. He feels like he feels like defeated, you know, like inside.
And Ismark will be like, "We can't. There must be a way." Like,
seeing this, Callan will. He's going to give Max a job. So, Max, can you check the curtain up there, just around the corner?
Yes.
Just to let him have a bit of space, but also something to focus his mind on.
do you think?
Yes.
Ismark will turn and be like, I will not be a part of this. Max, I'm coming with you, and he will go. Ismark will go with Max. So they will both go together to investigate the curtain.
If Krezek is still standing, or the church, do you not think we can just get him healed?
Krezek is most likely a burning dragon pit.
But I think the church might still be there since he's allied with Strahd, somewhat loosely. There's a chance that place will still be standing. And
What
he's
is
very
Even if it is still standing, that is only because his allyship with Strahd has grown stronger.
Just gonna wait.
So
Yeah.
how I don't see a reality in which the church is still standing and we will also have the abbot doing us small favors.
Fair enough. And I'll just rummage through the stuff which I saw earlier.
Yep.
So notice there's a sign of Ravenloft.
So Lux, you're going through the treasure hoard, basically.
Mm.
Sure.
Mhm.
So Lux, if you spend enough time and you go through it, are you going to be? I mean, like, it kind of depends, I guess, what everyone else is doing as well at this time.
Seek would be helping Esmeralda, and potentially, I can't not sure what he's doing. Check the children and.
Yeah.
He would
Esmeralda will check them all in
volunteer
turn.
to do the-
It takes her a fair while to, like, because she's almost like, yeah, that bad doctor bedside manner. Like, she will be like, take off your top and the trousers, and then she'll check them all for anywhere that might be bitten, and she'll be like, get dressed, you're fine. And she comes to the conclusion that all of them, including the one who was clawed to death, have not yet been turned. The only one who has is the young 10-year-old boy, who she will probably, like, you know, she will be like, what is your name? It is Kellen. Where are you from? I'm from it is a small hamlet. It's called Liam's Hold. It's in the Forgotten Realms. I've been told it's not a part of this place. They only brought me here a couple of months ago. I'm so sorry, boy. And unless anyone stops Esmeralda, she will take her rapier, and in one fell swoop, she will just...
Depends. Are the children still around?
Yeah, she's not bothered by that.
Seek would stop her.
Yeah.
Maybe not in front of the children. He'd like put his hand, like he would see her going for the rapier,
Yeah.
and just like.
Perhaps a good idea. These ones are all fine. Maybe you should take them back to the spring to get washed up. That might be a good idea.
Well, Seeker will basically grab, like, chaperone all the children into the other cave so they don't have to see whatever is about to happen.
I will
Mhm.
actually bargain with Esmeralda. I
Sure.
will mention. I'll be like, could we possibly hold off on doing what I know you're planning on doing? Maybe for a long rest. Maybe I'll sleep. I feel like I could get in contact with my deity to lend me some more power.
Make me a persuasion check.
Haha, I'm a sorcerer. Haha, I am a sorcerer.
As in, you know, like a remove curse spell? Maybe you don't have it prepared?
Hopefully, yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Then let's do that instead of me cutting this poor child's throat out. Why didn't you say something sooner?
I didn't know until now. I was looking at this.
She will sigh heavily, and she'll go, well, at least I didn't do anything I will live to regret. Child, congratulations, it is your lucky day. This is Lux. He is your new daddy until we get you home. Ah, I'm Kellen! And he'll just run over to your side and hug your leg.
You can see Seeker go like Seeker goes like a hard, dry wheeze as he goes down the cavern with the other children.
So Seeker, you're going to take the other kids to the little spring to get washed up and clean. Lux and Callan, are you guys going to be going through the loot pile then?
Yeah, I think I don't know what I learned from our religion check of 17.
Yeah. So you would know, this is clearly a shrine to Mother Night. So of the two deities in Barovia, it is one or the other. You're not, you know, a follower of Mother Night. You don't know the rites of worship. You can offer a prayer to Mother Night, but whether or not it'll be heard or not, you don't know. As for the actual, like, you know, like, shrine itself, it's wooden, it's quite poorly made, but it is also the first one I think you've seen in Barovia that it's actually dedicated to her. You've only ever seen, like, Morning Lord, like, representations in the villages and stuff. And you would know that things like people, at least in Vallaki, Father Lucian offered a lot of his sermons during the nighttime hours, after the sun had set, and I don't think you were ever present for an entire one, like in its full duration, but like any, like, you know, small talk of him in passing or things, he probably has mentioned that, like, people felt safer in the church at night to shelter from Mother Night because she did not always bring good news, and she could bring the bad things down on people, things like that. So not a good deity, you don't think, by any means. And at the foot of the shrine, you see, if you had to take an educated guess as to what was there, it's 4,500 copper pieces, 900 silver pieces, and 250 gold pieces, all coins of miniatures foreign to Barovia, 30 50-piece gemstones, and 7 100 gold piece gemstones, 12 pieces of plain jewellery, each worth about 25 gold pieces each, and a finely wrought gold cloak pin inlaid with shards of jet worth a whopping 250 gold pieces, an ivory drinking horn engraved with dancing dryads and satyr pipe players, worth about 250 gold pieces, and an ornate electrum censer with platinum filigree worth 750 gold pieces. You would imagine as offerings, and kind of buried among all these offerings, and right in the center, there is this black bound tome with the symbol of Ravenloft inlaid in it.
Am I here with Lux?
I think this is whenever Seeker and Esmeralda are like going through all the children, making sure they're, good.
While Lux is remembering that he can learn Remove Curse tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Callan's going to turn to Lux and be like, listen, we know that this is not a good deity. We know that this brings bad news. I have no desire to take from this shrine more than we need. But even then, I'm hesitant.
There is not much to spend it on. Wait, is Seeker? Oh, is Seeker?
It's just Lux and Callum, really, because they're kind of going through everything, like doing a little inventory of what is here.
I'm gonna have to disappear just for 5 minutes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I mean, Seeker, you've got 7, don't you, in like half an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to probably wrap it up here as you guys are deciding what to do with this shrine. I think it's really a nice little point because he's going to be gone for 5-10 minutes and come back. And he can always catch up on the VODs. So while you guys are all deciding what to do down below, Max, yourself and Ismark, you throw open this human skin curtain and you begin moving up the stairs. And these stairs lead up and up and up. And at the top of the stairs, Max, yourself and Ismark, you come to... I'll drag you over here since you see it.
Oh, no. Oh.
You come to a kind of very strange ring of stone. You see this 20-foot diameter ring dominating like a rocky ledge on the mountainside. Within the ring itself, you see a spattered dried blood and small gnawed bones. And lying on the ground inside the circle, there are several spears all stained with dry blood. It's not hard for you to work out, Max, that these are bones of not fully formed creatures. And you see little human skulls just littering the pile every now and again, unmistakably. And as you're kind of looking them over, Ismark watches with horror, and he lifts his eyes up, and he grabs your shoulder, he points, and walking towards the cave mouth, you see about 16 wolves in a pack, dragging a goat among them to the mouth of the cave. And as they see 16 wolves, and as they see the dead bodies of their allies littering the front doorstep, several of them shape-shift into their hybrid form, and they let out a howl of anguish. And one of them turns to the others, and you can't see, but he begins barking orders. And that is where we're going to stop for today.
Shit!
Oh,
right?
shit. You can't leave us for one good note, can you?
No.
First is the dragon. Now, I told you the second wave was gonna come, didn't I?
For a moment, I thought Nimir was coming back through that hole.
That was too easy. I was like, ooh, hang on a second, there's something in there.